Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more Leela Season 14 playoff action, joined tonight by two very special guests, both of whom former professional Dota 2 players. One of them, of course, the legendary Salacious Sea Lion 62, aka Silent Hammer 37, aka Strawberry Shark, aka Rook, aka Jim. How are you this fine evening?
Meow.
Speaking of pro Dota players, Roho Fireflu, legendary top 100 middle lane player. How are you in this fine evening?
Meow.
Get fucking owned, Badger. You thought you could trick us, man. Man, we weren't falling for any of that shit, man. Back me up, Roho. Back me up.
Meow.
You see what I mean, man? You had no hope in this contest, Badger. Just give up. You can go next, man. Go next. Go next. In all seriousness, I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for tuning into Badger's cast. Please don't forget to subscribe. That's how he pays Roho and I. So, yeah, that's it.
No subscribes. I don't eat for the week. That's how it goes.
Yep. All right. Was that a sufficient intro, Badger? Should we get on to the games?
Yeah, we are on to the games. Got some heroes. We got some teams. Let's discuss the teams first. This is a win or die best of 3 series. You win this series, you make the top 8 of the playoffs. You lose the series, your ass is going home. You've wasted the last 4 months of your life.
Well,
So,
what if you had fun
bottom
with your
line.
friends? Is it really still a waste then?
No, it's fun, Jim.
What?
Winning is fun.
I would
I
disagree,
suppose.
actually.
I
As
think
someone
winning
who
can
did
be
not get a
fun.
lot of it.
I think winning can be fun, but winning can also be unfun.
I like winning.
That's because you're always winning, Badger.
True.
With your beautiful smile and full head of hair.
Now what should we say about the picks? Shadow Demon after seeing DK. That's interesting, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Shadow Demon is like pretty good against DK in theory, but there's also the world in which you just get blank stunned. as Shadow Demon.
Yeah, and even like I feel like there's a lot of just things that are just like kind of better against him, like more useful in the
there's
game
more
than.
outright counters for sure. I
And
think
I
for
just
someone
I
to
don't
pick
feel like Shadow Demon is a very like.
Eh,
I feel like unless you're really good at Shadow Demon, this is not a good hero to just pick first because I think
Yeah,
that like a lot of the times it can be really useless.
yeah, I agree. I
Like,
mean,
what if the enemy carry just suddenly
they
plays
could
like an
have.
illusion
So,
hero and like
so they banned Timbersaw. I feel like they could have just like picked Timbersaw, right? Is that like crazy? I mean, then they just have Timber and a DK. Seems like.
yeah. Wait, no, it was Dire Band Timber.
Yeah, I know, but they banned it
Oh, you mean like
after.
they could have just picked it on the
Yeah,
earlier
yeah.
phase? Yeah. I think that's really good now that especially that Mage Slayer got nerfed. Like, because like Mage Slayer was like the best item in the game against Timbersaw like for the past like 2 years, and like he was pretty good like before the C patch, like, whatever patch we're on. And that was with the item being really OP. You know what you
Yeah,
get what I'm putting down, Roho?
yeah. I feel you.
All right. So far, honestly, they got
Probably
Dire's
makes.
heroes look kind of scary to me, bro. They got a lot of really easy combos, like
Yeah,
a
I
lot of really
agree.
easy combos, bro.
And in theory, like an IP here has like what would be good counterplay to it, but that's the secret is that there's absolutely no counterplay to just getting stunned.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuns already. Draft ain't even over, bro.
Stuns are the strongest thing in Dota, and you really can never
Ursa
choose one.
Warrior.
To be fair, Radiant side also has some stuns. Maybe not as good stuns, but they have a lot of stuns too.
I mean, their stuns are a little more high execution
I do
for
not
sure.
really like Ursa Warrior with their.
I
I just
don't understand it.
Ursa Warrior kind of sucks into Grimstroke ult, and like it's not very like it doesn't have a good stun in lane with it. Like Venge stun is like not a
Yeah.
like it on rank 1 is like what, like 1.1 or something. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I'm curious how this Ursa DK lane goes because in theory Ursa should be like one of the best heroes against DK, but I think he actually sucks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. Well, especially because like either support they put on them has two ways of pushing the Ursa off. You know what I mean? If you have the
Yeah.
Lion in the lane, like he has like either two stuns or a stun and a slow, or if you put the Grimstroke in the lane, he has a stun where if you like you know what I mean, you go on him, then like you're fucked.
Yeah. They
And
also
yeah,
oh god. I was just gonna say they gave way for a really nice storm game as well on 18. Because like I mean their stuns are like pretty fake, they're all like really easily dodgeable. You can't stun really out of the Shadow Demon Q. So it's like really hard to lock down the Storm, who's playing with a Lion and with a bunch of setup, you know? So like
Dude, honestly, Dire Draft going hard right now, bro.
yeah. I would I've been playing a little bit Balatro. I'd call myself a gambling man. Uh I would definitely bet on Skitzos in Ohio here.
If you're
Just
not
by the
gambling,
score.
you're dying. In
True.
real life, guys, okay? Focus up.
All gamblers die gambling. True.
True. Never stop gambling.
No, never
Twitch chat, can you back us
start
up?
gambling. Come on now.
Oh.
This is how you get subs, Badger. You just
And
gotta accept
Centaur.
it.
Oh, that is not what I expected, but you know what? Sometimes you play to win. You know, I was hoping.
Dude, okay. This is a Husker game where the Husker needs to farm a BKB, because otherwise he's actually really easy to die to these heroes. But if he gets like a BKB and Aegis
Yeah.
on like a fast timing, he is gonna be god.
Yeah,
But,
so
yeah.
I like the Huskar in the sense that Dire Draft is low on damage if the game is like even and Huskar is ahead. It'll actually be pretty hard for them to kill the Huskar. But if they get any lead at any point in the game, especially over the Huskar specifically, I feel like it's really easy to fuck with his game. Because they have so many just like instant stuns. And their damage, I mean, even though it's kind of low, if they use it all on one target, it's definitely enough to kill anybody on
Yeah.
that team.
Dire not high damage, but they have the second counter to Huskar. A lot of stun. Just
Yeah.
a, a,
The,
a lot of stun.
the nice thing is that they do have a pretty decent supporting cast for the Huskar in terms of like they
Dude,
have a
wouldn't it be kind of crazy
Dawnbreaker.
if
Shadow Demon.
Dawnbreaker goes like Ags and then like the Shadow Demon gets like his shard and then the Venge gets like a Blast or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Their heroes, their heroes are good at supporting the heroes they have, but they're not heroes I incredibly believe in. And the enemy team has a lot of stuns, so it kind of like scares me.
oh, I think this is offlane then.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wait, does that mean is Bulljack's the 5
No,
player?
no. Bulldogs plays 3 for this team.
Oh, he
Oh,
does?
okay.
Yeah,
Wait, so is Journey's playing 4
he's playing
or
5.
5? Okay.
But I guess like, in a game when it's SD Venge, it's kind of somewhat flexible farm wise, but it's definitely Venge
Well, I'm
5
more just thinking
SD4.
about the lanes.
Guessing it wound up being the Venge in the safe lane with the
Shadow
Ursa
Demon
there.
Dawnbreaker actually sounds like a pretty good lane if you like use your spells together really well. But if you use them together poorly, it sounds really bad.
I mean, also this is a +1 DK, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
You talking to me?
Oh, actually, it's gonna be assuming it is +1 DK, then that's pretty fucking useless again. You know what I mean? Like you just stun him whenever he uses Q, right? So
They have broken their smoke on Journey, but Journey's slightly too fast, it appears. Oh no.
they did not put the right hero in front of the smoke. Happens to the best of us, though. Cat 1, what is going
I
on
mean, they've
with
got
you?
this aggressive double ward coverage right now. One over here at the mid lane, one over here in the jungle, but no kills. Probably 2 rooms, but no kills.
Yeah. Interesting. Acid Rain places a ward to probably try and snipe some couriers. Not bad.
My cat is fluffier than you.
It's not bad.
That makes sense.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, man. Sorry.
This makes sense. I mean, cat 1 is a cat. I am not.
I don't know. Like I told Jim I would join the cast if he didn't keep telling me how fluffy like other people were instead of me. But it's just like,
Sorry, man. You know how it goes around these parts, man.
yeah, no, it's fine.
Man, I'm just petting my cat, man.
And it will end up being 2 bounty runes both teams. No surprise on that one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like this Dire team probably could have walked under the tower and killed Ursa. Like, you know, if they were really psychopaths, their level 1 is like the strongest I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Oh, Acid Rain has his E level 1, might?
Yeah,
be
this
able
is
to-
really interesting.
It might
Bulldogs
pay
also
off
got
if you
his
can get 5
Q.
stacks.
3 stacks of poison.
Oh my
Blood
God.
grenade hits. 4 stacks of poison. He needs to hit that 5th stack from long range. He'll try it. And he
Oh,
barely
really
misses
close.
it.
Now
And
he's
as a
taking so much
result,
damage.
yeah,
I
that's
think he's
Ink Smell to
actually
hit.
dead,
Blood grenade in
yeah.
return. Shadow Demon's taking a lot of damage. First Blood will go to more like a Jotunheim around that Grimstroke. Good start to the game from the Skitzos. From
Dude,
behind.
how did Jaw not skill his W
Please.
first? Jaw is this is
Yeah.
I actually think Bluejax could have just like queued him immediately and tested it, and maybe he killed him before he tangoed up. Oh well, it's not really the biggest deal at this point, but yeah. The Shadow Demon E Gambit did not pay off. It was so close, but
We've got a nice Huskar versus Storm matchup here, in which Squid just missed his Q, and is currently sitting at 1 CS by the second wave.
It's not what you
He
expect from
also
Colonel
is getting
Squid.
his ward sniped. I mean, this lane does get worse for Storm by quite a bit once the Huskar hits 3.
I'm pretty surprised he skilled his like. Do you think he could have just skilled his W level 1 and just walked at him and hit him?
I think so. I honestly
like that's how people play Huskar.
Yeah.
That's what you do against melee heroes, and like Storm's kind of a melee hero. You know what I mean? Like
he is. I mean, he has to stand on the wave, right?
yeah,
Like,
this is a pretty fucking bad start for a Huskar dude level 1. Holy shit. Or,
Well,
like,
the thing
first
is,
moves. No
I
denies
mean,
on the first
he
3
did hit
waves.
3 at least, so like 3 on Huskar is just insanely OP. It's like, yeah, I fucking hate Huskar. Anyway.
Oh, dude, if Storm held this point, he could have just slid into tower in first blood.
Yeah, I really don't like that he put 2 points in overload. That is.
It's also like
overstuffed.
Huskar like always walks into you, like as well.
Yeah, like you don't know.
We're in the bottom lane. Lion is on the run right now. He'll stun the Ursa Bear. Centaur looks to fight. Journey runs forward. No death. A lot of damage. No death.
Yeah, this is crazy. The Centaurs got they bought 2 salves down here, and they have like.
Did Journey just start with like a bunch of regen and 4 branches? That's kind of base.
There's action in multiple side lanes. I missed the kill bottom. The kill top is still in play. Mortal will Inkswell. He'll try to run away, and he will run away. Now Aspen's a little farther forward. They'll turn to Bulljax. Bulljax runs away.
Oh, he was cooking them.
He's still got a bit of mana. 2 mangoes to work with, but the stacks on Mortal have expired.
Oh, he used his W onto Acid Rain.
Starbreaker hits. Acid Rain again.
No
kill.
Acid Rain.
Acid Rain could have gotten that kill so easy.
Yeah.
Speaking of kills, meanwhile, bot lane, Fume and Keshi, both incredibly low. Who will die? The answer is Keshi. Former Badger teammate Keshi in the grave, and they'll move to Tia. Tia is on the run. 2 more hits will do the job. 1 hits. But there's that second hit. Urshock forward. Double kill for Fume on the Ursa.
Sorry, I'm getting stressed, guys. These people are just like, there's so much action, but then they're like sometimes just willingly giving it up for fun.
Mid is
Mid is really bad. The Storm has hard.
Top lane, big stacks of poison. Dragon Knight is in the ground. They'll move to Mortal. 1 stack of poison again on the run. Bulljax lacks the mana, but Radiant have the will for blood. 3 stacks. Mortal, he's dropping fast. He's got 10 stick charges. Meanwhile, mid lane, as you mentioned, Squid's taking tower shots. He's on the run. He'll end up going back to the top lane. He cannot kill the Grimstroke. 3 stacks of poison, apparently not enough. No mana on Shadow Demon. Ja has returned. W ready to go, but not quite in range. Big kill mid lane for Storm, correct?
So much.
Yeah.
How did that happen, Jim? Were you watching it?
Yeah.
Did Squid just walk under tower and just start taking it?
Squid would no. He had a creep wave, and then Storm queued and auto attacked the wave. Like it was. Yeah, it was just kind of. It was pretty much Squid just fucking up and then getting W'd. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
There wasn't really anything like past that. Like there was no crazy outplay. It was just like, oh bro, you stayed under his tower for too long.
Yeah.
Count one. What is up with you today?
Journey's like definitely fine though.
Yeah, he sticks on up. He'll actually hit the courier. He lost his life for the courier kill.
Why are these people are such psychos? I forgot how crazy last players are. These guys are fucking nuts.
You played last this season.
Really
You're well aware about it, Roho. You're well aware.
It's more crazy when you're just sitting there and watching it. Because like if you're playing mid lane, like how often do you see the 8 players for the first 10 minutes?
Speaking of Journey, he TP's bottom lane for well, I guess nothing on the line. He'll end up getting a bit of an assist there at the W, and as a result, it's a dead lion.
This is just like good by Acid Rain. There's nothing crazy here. Like decent rotation, but Jesus Christ. Squid has also gone the genius Boots of Speed Windlace build, so that he can press W as the genius he is.
Gotta go fast. That's former Badger teammate Colonel Squid. That's my boy.
Did he just get like 2 Kobold camps in a row and get every
Colonel Squid is also a former Roho teammate. You need to check yourself, Badger.
This is true. Speaking of Colonel Squid, it's a 2v2 middle lane. Benchmount on the Storm. Squid looks to run in, walks away.
On Storm.
Storm zips in, zips forward.
He's kind of
looking for
like pressing his
Huskar.
buttons in like a way that's like not that good, but it worked.
Well,
And
ace
we get
well.
the silence.
That will be
It
a double
works.
kill, likely to Storm if they can give it to him.
Oh,
And
oh,
never
he's dead on
mind.
Storm.
It's a dead
Oh,
Storm.
oh,
He
bro,
buys
did
it
not
back
need
from
to buy
that
back.
one.
There was,
Okay, so he did not at all, but it was kind of sick. I'll
it,
give,
was
I'll
pretty,
give,
it was pretty Giga Chad. but,
I'll
like,
give it to him that it was a sick play, but there was no reason to buy back.
it was Giga Chad, but it was not needed at all.
Okay, if Storm ball lightning, he dodge that damage actually? Could he regen enough mana to do that? Mid lane, Squid goes in, Lion certainly is going to end up. Or maybe not actually, he stuns. Huskar's half HP, Keshi is still alive. He Storm is back. He'll ball in, down goes Colonel Squid.
No.
In an absolute disaster. He'll move to Journey. He's silenced on bench, ball forward towards the Tri-Camp. Journey is slowed. He's being right-clicked. He'll attempt to delay the inevitable. The inevitable will arrive. Perhaps he'll try to deny to the golems. Correction, Storm lets him leave. Because you know what? Your life is not worth my time. Journey runs. He's still running. Wait,
oh no, he's gonna get the rune.
He can get this Wisdom Rune? Keshi, he's got multiple crowd control abilities. The stun hits.
Okay,
Wisdom
no,
Rune. Look at the Dyer's direction. And down goes the Venge. Took 4 heroes. A lot of time, but Venge is dead.
I remember playing against Keshi Lion. I was so unbelievably tilted. Because he did this all game. He just maxed E and then he just walks at you. And he just puts E on you. Look!
Dude, I'm pretty surprised that both, like, it's been a while since Acid Rain has, like, been in top lane, and, like, they're just kind of letting Dawnbreaker farm. I feel like they should have, like...
Wait, he killed the Centaur! He killed the Centaur bottom in a 1v3!
Yeah,
I didn't even bother casting. I had it on my screen, like, oh, he's dead in the 3v1. Easy
I
kill.
didn't even process it, Patrick, until you said it happened. I was like, oh, he died.
I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, Fume's dead. Too many heroes, too much Lion, he's dead. Nope, he's got a kill.
Yeah,
Roho, what's the storm build right now? Do you know?
I mean, I don't know as of the like new patch.
Hold that thought, because mid lane they found Colonel Squid once again. The silence, the hex, the stuns, the other stuns. In comes Bonax with the heal. They're turning it around. Storm's on the run. Soulbind puts Huskar and Dawnbreaker in a bit of a pinch, but they're still running forward. It's one support dead. Both supports dead. Storm will survive for now, but he's purged. He's in the 1v4. He's got some mana. Got a regen to get it off in time.
This regen is really nice for him. It kind of makes this mistake that he made like not that bad. This regen rune. Yeah, so the general storm build, I mean, this is fine, like Falcon Blade treads.
What's a lot of TP's top lane storm balls and looking careful. Cancel ball Jackson. He's vanished, but it's a stack stun. They stack the stuns.
Honestly, I'm pretty confident that guy just dies if they don't put him under, right?
There's a good chance, I think. Yeah.
Like Venge stun plus Dawnbreaker Q plus.
Yeah, I think she does die. But it's pretty close. I mean, he had the regen.
Yeah, I mean, because I always forget that new regen doesn't stop running, right? So
yeah,
I think it's not really that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not that different from other storm builds. Like, you probably still just go. You probably go Kaya Sange actually, maybe really like earlier since they buffed that.
Fair enough.
I'd probably go
once
like
again.
Kaya
This
Sange
time,
in
Ursa.
this match. And then finish like Plasma or BKB. But you don't really need BKB. This is a really good Kaya Sange game for Storm. The best Kaya Sange games for Storm are the games where you're like, where there's like not very much guaranteed CC to lock you down, and they pretty much have none up until Ursa gets like crazy farmed.
How farmed is crazy farmed for Ursa this game?
It's like Blink, Battle Fury, Abyssal Blade.
Hold that thought, because right now we're gonna swap bottom lane, but Centaur just runs away apparently. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay then, never mind.
R and then he press Q is good.
Mao.
So Jaw is still going the Mage Slayer build, which is it's interesting. I mean, Mage Slayer is just a good item on Dragon Knight, for obvious reasons. So I don't hate it. I'm curious if there is a better, like. I mean, since he's so farmed, I feel like he probably should go a Midas over this Mage Slayer. Yeah, because the nerf to Mage Slayer, and then it's also not like a great Mage Slayer game. I feel like I would have preferred for him to just get Midas and like hit creeps big time.
I kind of would have liked for him to go Midas just because he already has a lot of heroes who can bang as well, right? Like, you kind of like you could play to be like the god DK regardless of anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a pretty good DK game too. Like once he gets his items, you know, like
yeah.
I think there's a
could-
world in which he goes like Manta, or he goes like Midas Manta, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd be down with it.
I think they also, I think Manta got buffed. Did it not? I think its price got reduced by a marginal amount. As in
It
very
got
small.
reduced by 50 gold.
That's big.
Big,
That's big.
big buff, big buff.
That's one
That's
whole
big.
last it. One whole last it. Every bit counts in Dota.
That is true.
Very true. Let's see what else is going on in this game.
Yeah,
To be
I'm
honest,
also.
I feel like Ursa needs like a Blink, a BKB, Battle Fury, Basher, like, and then he's
Yeah.
like he needs a lot. Like, this is not really.
He
Yeah, I don't
also
know.
his goal is not. I mean, he has a decent. He's gonna have a decent Battle Fury timing, but it's not particularly good.
Oh, I really am glad that Squid is just rushing a BKB after Armlet. I think he would be completely useless this game if he didn't. If he did it like anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. I agree.
This is a good call by Squid.
That's something you mentioned in the draft, Jim, and I know you. I mean, you are certainly a Huskar connoisseur, one of North America's
love
finest
playing
Huskar
Huskar,
players. So
I fucking love playing Huskar, man. That hero's fun as hell.
I'm well aware. Don't worry. I play. Oh, mid lane. We're contesting the rune at the river. Haste goes the way of Storm. Ball in for Journey. Keshi is low, but a good two-man song keeps alive for a little bit longer. Finger comes down and Journey. Journey's dropping. Keshi goes down. Storm looks to still fight. A ball once again forward, but he's running low on mana. He's stunned. He's stunned again. He's out of mana entirely, and he'll drop. Stampede even wasted.
There was a lot of spells pressed. I don't necessarily know if they were pressed in the right way or place, but they were definitely pressed for sure. Acid Rain is so low
Dude,
bottom.
Storm is like really poor.
Oh, he is like super
How,
so low bottom.
Is he, I guess he just literally. Oh, he has like 60 last hits. I see.
Yeah, so he's doing the Storm thing. That's Acid Rain got a
This
kill.
Acid Rain guy is out of control. He just
He's
kills
actually a
him.
monster.
Yo, guys, what do you think? He's just rushing an Orchid. What do you guys think about this?
Dude, he's such a Chad. Acid Rain is actually the biggest Chad in the league. This is crazy.
I've been saying this for like
unironically,
7 seasons, bro. Don't worry.
I actually think this is pretty decent. I don't
No,
know if I
this
say
is
this
good.
is like
I
the
think this is
optimal
good.
item, but
No,
I
I
think
think
it's pretty decent. I don't know.
Because the Storm is also having a bad game, so he's gonna
Yeah.
get Witchblade around the same time that Acid Rain is getting like close to his Orchid.
And it's useful against both their
And
supports.
he can't buy anything to help it. I mean, it's good against DK. I mean, DK's gonna get Manta, but
Yeah, I mean the whole
I
game
like
is good
the
against their
thought.
supports, right? Like it's not like their
Yeah,
supports are gonna have dispels until like, you
Yeah.
know.
I unironically think this is really based. And the fact that he killed them 1v3 bottom is like crazy, by the way. I'm pretty sure he just queued Dragon Knight and then walked it onto to the Grimstroke and he just died. So I think that's all that happened.
I think someone on Radiant should really buy a Vlad's. They have
Probably
Dawnbreaker,
Venge.
Ursa, Huskar. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really. It could be
Yeah.
Dawnbreaker. It could be Venge. One of those two. Yeah, one of those two should really buy. It looks like a really good game for it, no?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, they did just nerf it, I think, but I don't think they nerfed the aura. I think they just nerfed the stats.
They nerfed the aura a little bit actually, but they like so it provides extra armor, but they can't like they did nerf the aura part of it, but it's still good. I feel, especially when
Journey
you
got
have like.
caught.
What's up?
Forgot. He Journey got caught going for the Wisdom Ring.
Yeah, I mean, he went in there way too late in the timing. 3v1 little kill there on Journey. They're moving to Squid though. Stampede forward. Stun misses from the Lion. He'll dive under that tower, but again, he'll stop also miss. Life break forward by Squid. He's leached together by Mortal. Finger hits on both, but neither are dead. It's Centaur in the grounds. Storm balls in. Huskar finally dies. They look for one more kill on Bulljax. Stunned into the Vortex. That'll be a dead Dawnbreaker. Interesting fight bottom. It's gotta be win for Dire. That's a fascinating fight. Meanwhile, mid lane, it's Acid Rain going in for Jaw. The TP's canceling the spot from Journey. They'll kill the Dragon Knights. Go to 2.
Yes, 2 good. Holy shit. And now Ursa is suddenly really massive. This is a weird thing about Ursa. Ursa is one of the only heroes I feel like can do this in the game. Like he has this timing where he like gets Battle Fury and then he gains like an absurd amount of gold. And then he can also just collect a few kills like really easily because he's relatively strong in like short bursts. And then he just gets like these insane like Snowball, like Ursa Snowball is one of the craziest in the game for sure.
I'll say AM players who pay attention and like TP to old people with their ult is kind of similar, but it happens more.
It's similar, but it's so much harder.
No,
I feel to
it's way
execute on
harder.
AM.
But is it way harder, or are AM players?
You got
just
action
fucking
bottom, life break forward by the Huskar, already to Grimstroke. I guess, I mean, if you think that's philosophically, right? Ursa's kind of like a hero you want to battle on pretty early. AM.
Well, so Ursa's
hard.
like, I mean, AM just sucks, so it's kind of hard. That's just like Ursa's like okay.
Yeah.
Ursa's like a fine hero, but AM just sucks. AM just
God,
sucks.
I hate playing with AM.
Yeah, the hero's just awful. I mean, truly.
To be fair, in the last 10 years, how much time has AM not sucked? Maybe a year that total?
Maybe a good 2 or 3. He was like briefly off lane for a while. Probably like at the start of Dota, he's kind of.
Oh no! That's a long life break. Keshi baiting out the Blink Dagger, and now Huskar, he's being healed by Dawnbreaker. They're diving all the way past the tower. Lion will certainly die. In come the TPs. In come the buyback from Lion. It's already dead. Huskar almost stopped away by Journey once again. Dire will attempt the hunt. Where's the Storm? He lacks the mana. In comes a stun on Dawnbreaker, but that is not Huskar. Huskar gets away. It's 1-for-1 plus buyback so far. Acid Rain is well under that tower. He'll end up dropping. That's a 2-for-1 plus buyback. Interesting trade there.
Good buyback by Keshi actually. I like that he did that. He was really quick on the trigger there. That's like the most important thing I think about buybacking, especially in like leagues like this, is you just like if you're going to, just do it, man. You know?
Do it fast, bro. Okay.
Yeah. Because the biggest way you're gonna grief your buyback for sure is by like holding it when you're like, should I use it?
Well, that's a
crazy how hard Radiant. Like, I want to look at the net worth graph. Badger, open up the net worth graph.
It opened it up.
Dude, I'm telling you, this Ursa hero farms like as fast as Naga Siren. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what it is. This hero, when it's left alone, it just gets massive.
Yeah.
Ursa just gets so massive. Like Ursa players are just built like.
No, I mean it is like to be like he's one of the only carries who can like both farm the non-ancient side and the ancient side with Battle Fury like equally as well. You know, like because if you think about it, like when AM gets a Battle Fury, like he's still shit at doing ancients. When Ursa gets a Battle Fury, if you have like 5 stacks there, they're dead in like 3 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you also you buy Blink right away too, so you
yeah.
Really fast.
Like you buy phase boots, more move speed. You have a spell that gives you like that makes you move. You know. And then the trick is if you take the 10 mana regen talent, you have infinite mana too.
Action top lane, blink in by Ursa. In comes Storm with the ball on in. Lion is kept alive. 2-man soul by the 2-man vortex. Bojack's to fall. Fume has no ulti. He's saved temporarily by Acid Rain. There's no venge. Fume will walk away. In comes life break from Huskar. Going in for Storm. Storm's got about 1/3 mana right now. He'll move to the much easier Grimstroke. But Grimstroke TP's away. And there's no cancel other than death. But they find the death. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
That was interesting. I mean, really good by Squid to just like hold his BKB because he knew that the Storm wasn't going to kill him, and now they're just going to do Roche. Obviously, their comp is disgusting at Roche, so very solid by them. Acid Rain breaks the smokes, doesn't get caught by the Centaur.
Yeah, ball in again by Storm. Storm gets counterstunned by Journey. Edis goes the way of Colonel Squid on the Huskar. Ball once again away by Storm. Boljax will join the fight a little bit too late, but I guess it's an intimidation ulti from the Dawnbreaker. Keshi will blink away. Storm is forced to go all the way to the base at this point.
Yeah, Acid Rain is really good at like pushing his limits. I mean, on this game he has been with Shadow Demon. I mean, I will, I will say for sure, there's maybe a few misspells, but I mean, he has like Swap and he has Boljax, and he just. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually surprisingly easy, I feel like, to just forget that you have these things. But Acid Rain he's playing very actively.
I feel like this DK isn't like...
Oh, he's
like,
the Venda's
really
caught. Blink in by Lion into the heck. That'll be a dead bench for sure. Finger completes that kill. They'll head to Acid Rain, who's banishing the Centaur and attempting to walk away. He'll silence the Centaur as well. Centaur cannot do anything, but the kill will not be there. Ball in once again by the Storm. Meanwhile, the Tormentor is taken solo by Ursa, so it's 2 kills for a Tormentor.
Yeah. Also, Ursa.
Well, they found the Boljax Dawnbreaker. It'll be a 3rd kill. Once again, ball in by the Storm Spirit. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. That's going to be a dead Dawnbreaker.
This was a really rough chain feed by them in the top lane. They bled a lot that they really didn't have to there. I mean, but honestly, it's like they have Huskar and Ursa just getting big, so yeah. I mean, I'm not. The Orchid reveal was also kind of sad. I'm not really sure why Squid was bottom here, but I can't really tell you why they were top either. So
Who do we hate, guys? Who do we hate?
I don't think we hate anybody, Jim. We're just here to have a good time.
No, we need someone to hate for the narrative,
Nope.
bro. Come on.
We're commentators, Jim. We don't need to hate anybody.
Yeah, honestly, in all seriousness, I actually do like both teams, so it's hard for me to root for either one over the other.
Like, if I hated the players, I wouldn't be casting their games.
No, that's the perfect time to cast them, and you just blame them the whole time. Bro. What do you mean?
true, face, true.
That's just like why are people on my cast? That's what he's asking himself.
Yeah, I really do wish that Jaw went Midas though. I mean, I honestly like he just went Mage Slayer and then just hit creeps. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, he is pretty decent. Like, I mean, his net worth is.
I just think
far off
like why
Midas
like if you're gonna play this defensively, like A, why not itemize for it, and like B, why not like just pick a different hero? Honestly, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't think that this is. I think if you pick carry DK, you still need to like put pressure on the map and do shit. Otherwise, like you're just completely otherwise your pick is just pointless, in my opinion. I'm not like trying to like flame them too much, but like I just really do not think that they're getting a lot of value out of having a Dragon Knight pause one on their team right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think
flame,
specifically,
I like them a lot, though.
specifically the fact that he went Mage Slayer into just farming.
All right,
and
Colonel
not
Squid's about to
playing
lose
with
one
Roho.
life. Aegis has been lost, but it'll return with BKB and friends.
Like,
friends.
if all you want to do is farm, why don't you
He's
just
fucking
honestly
fine.
buy your shard at minute 15? Like, fuck it. I'm not even
Um,
joking. That's actually like, I feel like it'd
I
be better
mean,
than,
I feel like you farm better with other items than with the shard on DK.
maybe.
Maybe he was just thinking of very specific sort of Manta Ags Mage Slayer timing. But I guess
I mean, no, it is strong. Like,
It is
unironically,
strong. It's just like I feel like you should be like, at least farming like you should be like, trying like I don't know. He for example he could have taken their mid tower at any point past the early game. You know, like
yeah.
at any
He's
point
currently
past
kind
the
of
early
doing
game.
it, to be honest. I mean, currently the way he's playing, I think, is how he should have been playing for.
Yeah,
a while
No,
now.
he's definitely shaping up his
And
utility.
now that they nerfed Mage Slayer, I'm not as big of a fan of like just going it by default when it's like not a very good Mage Slayer game. You know, like it doesn't really make.
No, I get what you mean.
And if you're gonna go just to farm, like you're spending 3k gold on this item that, you know, like honestly, it could have been like a Maelstrom or something, or like a Mask of Madness. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
like-
got you.
and
Could've been a
I don't.
Kog'Maw passive
yeah.
honestly as well.
And the other thing too is that like you're steady farming with this Ursa who is, I mean they're about the same level, but this Ursa is up like 2k on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ursa is definitely the hero that enjoys just passively hitting creeps because he also has no downtime. This Dragon Knight has like, you know, that 40 seconds.
Poor Mortal.
Manta.
Wait, is Mortal turning this around somehow? There's no way, right? Yeah, he's dead, but he might get some vengeance coming. That's a finger.
Oh, nice.
That's a death.
Ooh.
Now Boldrax has arrived a little bit too deep, it appears. He got a little bit of backup. Supports are on the way. Boldrax is about 3/4 HP right now. Stun comes in off the tower even from John. Boldrax once again gets stunned by Keshi into a stun from Tia. He's swapped away by Journey, but how could you possibly survive? Glimmercape will get him some distance actually, so Boldrax
Dude, this is
survives.
like just the
Journey
most
will not
classic
though.
thing.
And now he comes through, he destroys the Storm Spirit in 2 hits. They've stunned him, but it's too little too late. Forward goes the Ursa. Tia has the Shiva's guard, but now this is danger time. Fume pops the ulti and brings down the Centaur. Double kill for the Ursa. It's a 3-man mana drain from Keshi again, ruining the mana pool of these Radiant side heroes. Ja
I'm telling you.
will go forward. Stun on Shadow Demon. He'll fall. It's a 3-for-3 trade. I don't know who won that, but that was a fascinating fight.
Keshi Lion, this guy's a monster, honestly. I don't even know how to say it. Like I hate Lion. I was melting so hard in our series when we played against him, because I think he's actually unironically like pretty good at this hero. And I mean, it's also like it looks kind of brain dead because he's just sitting there and fight, just sucking. But then you have no mana and then you lose, and then it's fucking like insanely tilting.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all.
I think that the Dire team should really try to get the next Aegis for Storm. I think they can do it. They're gonna have Ags on DK. Storm might have BKB, but I honestly they just think with Ags on DK he can like solo zone them off the pit. I think if this happens, Dire will be in a really good spot. I think if Radiant gets the next Aegis though, it's gonna be pretty reversed, you know? I feel like the Storm might just
Yeah,
keep like
Aegis is
beating.
gonna be really big. I mean, yeah, especially for this Aegis, like the Storm, who he did go the build I was talking about, but it's not like since the Shadow Demon went Orchid, it's a little bit tougher to like pull off because he has no dispel for it. So he's kind of just playing that his team is gonna be pretty proactive in keeping him alive.
Yeah. He's still
But
3k off BKB, like he's just not
yeah,
he's not there yet.
DK Ags is really massive. I mean, he's level 18, so he has kind of hit the timing that he was hoping for. So now they can actually play really aggressive on the map. His hero's really broken right now because he's. I mean, honestly, it's just not a very high net worth game outside of the Ursa, and so DK just being like,
Ursa does have BKB for the next fight, by the way.
yeah, Ursa is really massive. This guy is definitely terrifying, but thankfully DK with Ags, at
Both
least
supports
thankfully
already
for
have
dogs.
Ghost Scepter, so this is a good call by them.
Well, they're
They're
kiting on
taking
Colonel Squid. Fume backs him up. Tia will pop the Stampede. Life break forward. Squid use the BKB. In comes Balljacks. Find that Dawnbreaker ultimate. They'll move to Ja. Tia is already dead. Mortal will give his life for the retreat. But the retreat might be a little bit dangerous still. It's a dead Grimstroke, 2 dead on the good BKB, blocking that finger damage from Fume. He'll turn to catch. That's 1 dead Lion, 3 kills for Nebula's in Paris. And well, Roshan could be alive quite soon. How soon, we don't know yet. But it'll certainly be a T1 tower bottom lane. And they want more. Storm should be fine. He's got plenty of mana. Surely. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, this is another issue with the I mean, just with DK Pos 1, also in general, is just like this downtime that he has, he's like completely useless. Like he's like an actual bot. And
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of his build could fix that, as in he'd be better at like farming, but honestly it's just like DK. Like it's kind of hard to you have to be like, 5 items, like 5-6 items before this hero is literally a bot without ulti. It's pretty crazy.
That's Dota 2 for you.
But he's kind of a god. He's kind of a god king with his Mante. He did miss the wave though, which I will say is kind of sus. Because he went bottom and now his like, oh no.
Dude, both offlaners are so poor, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
He found the next
mean-
wave. He found the next wave, though. He found the next wave.
like they are
I would-
barely above the support.
I definitely prefer having a broke Dawnbreaker, to be honest. If they have Ags, like. But I mean,
Yeah.
Centaur is honestly a pretty fine hero with low net worth too. Like they're kind of offlaners that don't get a ton, but I feel like it's really easy for Centaur to be like half as tanky as you think he should be.
Yeah, I feel you.
That is a awkward engagement top lane for Nebula. Missed
Oh,
Urshock.
it looks like
away on,
Radiant's going to the Roche, and Dire is
okay.
not even remotely set up.
Yeah, it's like insanely fast for them with this Ursa.
I
This is
think
really
this game's
bad.
gonna get really hard after the Aegis for Radiant. I do think they should actually still give it to Squid, by the way. Because I think if they give it to Squid, he could actually poke towers, and then Ursa could. Ooh, I guess he has cheese. I don't know. But I think they could have just tried to honestly like go push with the.
Yeah, I understand why he's going to fire because they have like Ghost Scepters so early. But I honestly think he should just buy Abyssal Blade on this Ursa. Because it's gonna give him more HP so that he's even like harder to burst. And
think he could
he can
probably
just like
one-shot
one
the
shot.
set-
Yeah.
He could probably one-shot everyone but DK, honestly. Like.
Yeah.
It'd be-
I think the
it'd be
Abyssal
close,
is
but
really
I actually
strong.
do think he could. I think if they're isolated, even Centaur and Storm would get one shot. Like this Ursa
Yeah.
is level 20. He has the I don't know what the spell is called, but the more damage on his E. You know what I mean? Fury
Yeah,
Swipes.
Fury Swipes. Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
does a lot of fucking damage. Like a lot
Yeah.
of fucking damage.
I think it's a mistake, especially to buy this nullifier when you have Aegis. I think
Yeah.
there's no reason that he shouldn't just buy this Abyssal. I don't think it'll end up backfiring super hard.
The 4-man smoke
Yeah.
connects, but it's only on Lion.
Yeah. Also, Ursa's getting pretty close to like 25. I mean, if he keeps getting the kills, and Ursa 25 is like really insanely broken.
I'm not sure what like. I think at this point the game is like. I just don't know how they're gonna like.
Yeah.
I feel like Dire's heroes like should have gotten off to a really strong start and just kind of like kept snowballing through the game, but like they're kind of just getting like rocked And I don't really know. The heroes just don't function very well when they're getting rocked. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think
um,
they made some good moves together, but I feel like I haven't seen like a lot of the smokes. They haven't. They kind of were fighting early with the wrong
like how
heroes, I
many times have
think.
they like Lion had Blink like super early? Like how many times did they go for like just Grimstroke plus Lion like to kill anyone? You know? Like
Yeah.
they're just not banging
I
it
mean,
out
I
there.
mean, look at where the Grimstroke is playing. You know, like no.
But
He's
that's Mortal.
actually
We love Mortal. We love Mortal.
no, I know,
Okay, okay, okay.
more
Just
awesome.
sorry, just had to.
But it's kind of like
No,
I
no,
mean,
it's
it's
a little bit.
sad.
It's a little bit sus.
It's sad like the
I'm gonna
Well,
start. We're just throwing
what do you
frowny
do now if
faces,
you're
you know.
dire? Like, I mean, you have to jump Shadow Demon at the start of any fight. That's a given. I mean, you could also just like play to catch Dawnbreaker solo. That's always an option when you're
yeah.
against Dawnbreaker, right?
Yeah, I think that's the best choice because now that the Dawnbreaker has Ags, it's actually kind of hard. They're gonna steal Tormentor as soon as it up, which
That is
actually
good. That is very, very good timing. Just walk up, take Tormentor, walk away.
yeah. Shard to Acid Rain is very, very strong.
There's still 2 minutes on the Aegis. You've still got cheese. It's probably time to start doing
I'm
something, but you have time.
also. I honestly, I don't even want Storm to buy BKB anymore. I really just want him to spend this 4,200 on Ags. I think it's better, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, his team probably needs a lot more value out of, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they need a lot to get back into the game. I'm kind of behind that.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
At least you can play for like 4-man like Storm
Yeah.
W on the tower push or something, right? Like you have something to like play for. It's also really good with Centaur stun.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's what they need. They can't really like. Now that Dire is so far behind with like kind of their we were talking about like their draft is really like simple.
Yeah.
This is like one of the issues with really simple drafts is that if they can't execute, then it's just like you know what I mean. Like if they can't do the like one thing their draft is supposed to do, then the game is
No, no,
just
I mean
not over.
at this point you just have very few options for how to like progress the
Yeah.
game positively. Like you just
Um,
what are you gonna do like realistically to come back into this game?
yeah, he almost has
Um,
Abyssal too on Fume. I mean, they're not really using the Aegis super crazy, but I mean, they don't really have to considering how much of the
I mean,
map they're eating.
I think Dire does need to like send like 3 heroes. Just like they have to have a bunch of smoke saved up, right? Like maybe not, but
Yeah, I
I
mean,
feel
they
like
have one on
they need to
Grimstroke
just
for
like
sure.
permanently like walk around with 3 heroes and pray for pickoffs because comeback gold right now is a lot. Like you, oh
They
my
found
god.
Storm, by the way. Well,
They
kind
did.
of. They kind of found Storm. That's a
Oh my god, he's
long
dead.
leap in by Colonel Squid.
Yo,
Again,
Storm.
BKB just trying to get away at this point. Centaur backs him up. Huskar
Is cheese
will
though?
pop the
He
cheese.
is
Storm
cheese,
just
though.
stampeded away at this point. Tia, his TP gets canceled. Centaur certainly will be dead. Now we're not even done yet. Journey's looking for one more. Ja runs forward. He's a dragon, but is he strong enough? Ursa misses the Earthshock. DK walks away, and again, it was all because Squid was smoked up there. He broke it on Storm in the trees and just ran him down slow. Well, I guess it's not really slowly, but still. Swap in on Keshi. Keshi's in danger. Storm balls in, balls away. Venge is low, and in comes Colonel Squid. Keshi buys back. DK is 1/3 HP, trying to run away. His ulti has ended, and down goes Ja. It's a finger from Keshi. But they can't kill anybody at this point. All 3 cores remain alive. Colonel Squid, a life break all the way to tier 4 towers. He turns to Grimstroke. Grimstroke is dead. In comes Fume. Down goes both fireside supports. That's a dive back on Keshi. Storm's gonna try and ball in and save the day. Maybe a couple Dawnbreaker. He's been silenced. He's been nullified, and his life is forfeit. He's got no buyback. Absolute disaster.
I also think the decision with I mean, Storm honestly could have gotten away if he had just TP'd. I mean, rather than just like letting his mana run out. Which I think was a mistake that definitely led to that, but they also just like they kind of need to not get caught or fight them when there's like 45 seconds on Aegis left. Like
Yeah.
at that point it's so easy that like the other thing too is that this Radiant draft is really bad at pushing. Like they have really weak push. So I mean, honestly, like you could have delayed a lot of time, I think, and now like now there's really no timing that they have to play for, which is also kind of the unfortunate thing about the Storm BKB, is like you can see like it obviously it didn't do anything in Night Engagement, which I don't fully blame him for. I just think that it's in their unfortunate game state, you just kind of have to take risks, especially as a hero like Storm.
Yeah,
So,
I'd say I do think Storm's item build definitely didn't help, but I think a bit like they just seemed like to not want to like
Yeah.
try to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
them with their heroes that like they do have like good pickoff, especially onto the supports. Like
They found
there's
Colonel
no doubt
Squid.
that
He's
Yeah.
got BKB. He'll turn around. He's saved by Acid Rain. In comes Boldax with the heal. It's action time. He'll hunt the Grimstroke down. Soulbind and the finger brings
Got him.
down the Huskar. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Boldax will attempt the TP. That will not end up working. Double kill for the
So-
Dragon Knight. Acid Rain TPs, that will be successful.
This is what they had to do. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was smart. I mean, I don't really. Squid is kind of like. Yeah. Squid and Ursa are just too far from each other, is really like the biggest thing there. They don't really have to play like that.
yeah. I mean, I
But
don't think
that's
this is.
what
I
Dyer's
don't think
supposed
their
to be doing all
deaths
the
are
time.
gonna stop them from getting Roche, so it
Oh, no.
probably doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if Dyer were to like speed run check it and it's right as it spawns and take it, who knows, bro? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly probably like one of their best plays, but yeah, I mean, it's hard.
I count one. I know. That one. Kevin, you've been a bit of a demon. You want to chill a bit? That's not chilling, is it? Do you think she hates me, guys?
I highly doubt it.
I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
I don't think I don't think, you know, I don't think Catwoman hates people, you know. I think she just loves them less than Andy.
That's true.
They're not. You can never be Andy. I'm
True,
sorry.
man, true.
We all
Man,
want
I
to
try,
be.
though.
We all want to be, man.
Man, we all try, man. That's what matters, though, right? Right.
Oh man,
man.
that's basically an instant Roshan respawn. And again, you have got Ursa.
Yeah.
It's free. They're going. That's Huskar. Never mind. I was gonna say they're going through the Queen Game. That's
Yeah.
Huskar.
This is another thing is that I mean, Dire on top of like not doing anything has also meant that they just give away every Roche for free, which probably was still very, very difficult to fight this. Like, honestly, they probably try to fight and then just lose the game. But I'm pretty sure they just lose the game now. So, you know, it was probably better to try and take like that chance on the Roche.
Yeah.
I feel like they like. I mean, on top of kind of the small like, even though we're harping on like DK, you know, Jaw, like.
He's in a ward. He's under a ward. Fume is gonna run on him, looking to punish Jaw
great
for his
point.
playing Dragon Knight with Manta. But he will not do so. Jaw blinks away. But Fume is still blinking in.
Yeah,
He wants
You
wants
guys know what I
action.
think Dyer's real problem was? It's lads playoffs and they didn't pick a hero that can buy Rapier, bro. That's the real problem. Man, if you're playing lads playoffs and you,
You
don't
know-
have a Rapier hero,
Abyssal
I'm
Blade
really
on
worried.
Storm. He falls away. He's fine.
You know who's probably actually a really good rapier carrier now? Who was like pretty bad before? It's like Storm. Storm was actually probably a pretty good rapier carrier now.
What? Why? I just don't. know
Cause,
what
I mean,
you
because he
know.
gets 25% spell amp and the damage.
Oh,
They
is,
have
like,
yeah.
found the Ursa. It's a split fight right now. Action
Oh.
everywhere. Everybody's stunned. Journey is low. Squid is low. Fume is being kited around right now. Journey's already at. Squid's BK being hitting the Grimstroke. Grimstroke will fall. Centaur will follow. That's a 2-for-1 so far. Keshi once again is draining mana. But in comes Colonel Squid, sick of his mana being drained. Huskar is silenced, but he still has that cheese.
He
Ball in
does
by Storm.
come.
The cheese gets off in time. Huskar is still dropping, but in comes the backup. The cavalry has arrived. Life break forward. Squid may die, but his team will certainly win this fight. Down goes the Huskar. Storm will ball away, but it's time to kite around the other two cores. Thea gets stunned. He's 1/3 HP, nullified and brought down. Jaws trying desperately to fight. One more ball in, going for someone from the backline. Swap comes in from Journey, giving that resistance, and again it keeps Aspirin alive. Jaw is dead. Storm will kill somebody, but it's only a dead support. There's
I mean,
still a
John's
Dawnbreaker
actually
Ursa
just in
in the
DK form,
fights.
so it's like completely worthless.
yeah, honestly, Storm and like Heshi just like completely smurfed this fight.
Oh,
Like,
they shoot
unbelievable.
ball in! That's a dead
Oh,
Bulljax! They're not
he should
done. They are
be using
not
this.
done. Fume, he's got
Yeah.
2 lives, but he's got no friends. And you need friends more than you need lives right now.
Oh.
Blink and stun from Jaw. That's 1 life lost on there. So they are slotted as BKB, but you can't BKB immediately. They can chain stun him right here, right now. Orchid, he's invis. The Trickster Cloak, where's the detection? Where's the detection? It's simply not present. He's running. He'll BKB. He'll TP. There is no cancel. A missed opportunity for Skitzos in Ohio.
Yeah, I mean,
That-
it was
feels pretty
actually
bad
kind
for
of
Skitzos in
impossible
Ohio.
to stun him out of this thing. But I mean, they had the
They
detection.
didn't
and
have
it
any
didn't
up, but I
work,
do think
but-
they could have at least tried. Like they could have at least
No,
tried.
yeah. I mean, it sucked to miss it. But like, Honestly, I like Storm and like Lion in that last fight just like completely smurfed like 1v9. It was really crazy. I mean, Storm had a decent go at the start, and then he had a really nice like zip TP away to live. I mean, he forces like BKBs and Dawnbreaker ulti. Keshi dodged like a nullifier and was just like draining mana. Got like all these massive stuns on Huskar. It was really good. I think they played really well this fight, so they kind of kept them in the game for one more go. And Storm full bot for a Scythe, which is, I mean, I don't love it, but I think it's acceptable. I don't hate it so much either.
Well, bot
If there's
lane.
any other
I
big
thought that's a lost gem, isn't it? Yeah. That's a gem lost by Journey.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he's gonna die twice too.
So.
He
Dude,
has
I'll be
AoE
honest, you gotta say
you
buyback
like
as
it?
Venge with Ags. Like, not that it would have helped him there, but like, just in general,
Uh-huh.
it's like so OP. It's
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you
fucking
have 4
OP.
lives.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what could be more OP than having 4 lives?
No, it's so disgustingly strong.
Oh, they
Oh,
found
Asprey is
Asprey
also-
with the smoke. There's
They're
no
doing the
way
thing.
out here.
Yeah,
You
well,
will
then
attempt to avenge a missile blade there in the line, but again, they're kiting
he got
around
back.
the Ursa. He'll BKB. They're still looking to kite him around. Fume.
I mean,
This
this is good.
BKB ends now. Colonel Squid's arrived, life-breaking mortal drives from the Grimstroke. He'll turn to Storm. Storm has about half
So
mana of the
Jaw
BKB
has
still ready to
ulted
go.
like
In
5
comes
seconds.
Centaur,
Five
stunning the
seconds. They
Huskar.
can
Huskar
run.
will dry.
Wow.
And now Ursa still being kited around. He's got no
wow.
BKB.
Oh my
That's gonna be a
God.
dead Ursa pair. And they'll move the Boldrax. The TP is successful, but a disastrous fight for Nebula.
Dude, no
I mean-
buyback on the Huskar too. Like, they should. They sent everyone home, bro. This was.
Yeah, this
Bro,
is not
come
nice.
no, guys. Okay, especially Josh should not have gone home. Like, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
also he's rocking no boots too, so he's like really slow to get around the map.
Yeah, that was not the.
But that was still very good. I mean, that's what I think we were kind of hoping that they would have done this whole game. Is just like, I mean, also like, Acid Rain does not need to be hitting like this hard camp, but I mean, you know. Also, Jaw doesn't save the Arcane rune for his Storm, which is like pretty fucked up. Because the ulti isn't even gonna like line up with the Arcane. That was pretty fucked up, Jaw. I see you.
Shit, this is getting dramatic.
I'm just saying, man, that's fucked
No,
up.
I mean, especially because he TP'd home. Like, it's like, bro, you should not be home right now.
True.
Sorry, Jaw. I love Jaw. I'm sorry, Jaw.
I love Jaw too, but come on, man.
You're
They have
better than this,
they
Jaw.
have
We don't
AoE
need a higher
Dragon and they have 25 on Storm, which is really like disgusting. Those two talents are like completely game changing. Level 20 on Lion is okay. Okay, dude, he took Jim. There's
What
no
up?
way he takes this level 20 talent on Lion, yeah. Like I'm not like insane, right?
I
Like, this
mean, if he had like 12 stacks and an axe or something, maybe. But
Wait, is that retroactive
I
or
feel
no?
like I
It
feel
is,
like
it is.
having, I feel like having AOE stuff like.
He's caught storm. He's caught the storm. He's caught the storm. Oh, BKB stunned. He's falling away. He'll TP,
Nice.
and that
Good
is
TP.
successful.
So this is what I want him to do earlier when he was escaping the Huskar, and he's done it really well since. So it's nice. Yeah, I think this like okay. So I understand the idea is probably that he's going Ags and then he has Grimstroke.
Wait a minute,
But,
Fume.
like,
He's hunting super far forward. He'll whistle away the Dragon Knight. BKB as well, but Jaw simply 3 paths away. That's BKB on cooldown for a minute and a half for the Ursa there.
Yeah, that sucks.
To be honest, I partially don't want to blame him for doing it though, because like I don't really like play that much Lion, so maybe this is normal. But I feel like I see most people take the other talent if they're like.
I think
trying to
it's just
win.
broken the like Earthstrike effects because he also like okay so yeah he has Grimstroke so his fingers like do thing more and he's getting more stacks but he also just has Grimstroke right so he's getting 6 fucking Earthstrikes like how OP is that with fucking either lens like Timeless Relic you know
Yeah. Well, I also feel like like honestly, his only job like he doesn't like
He doesn't
he
need
just
to do
needs to
that.
like stun the people who jump in on Radiant. You know,
Yeah.
like I feel like
Yeah.
he could just be content just doing that as his like only like thing he does in this game. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't think he needs to do much more to like be really useful.
But I mean I guess like honestly he's scaling so you can never flame someone for scaling.
Well, you could. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't. To be clear,
Nobody's scaling man.
he's scaling then. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, game state has gotten really good for Dire for like I mean the game looked really, really tough for them. So I think partially it was. I feel like Nebulas and Paris really thought that they had this game, so they got a little bit sloppy for sure. I think they underestimated the Styre team a lot.
Yeah. I'm behind that
Which
wave.
which you should never do against a team with a lot of stuns. That's what I've learned.
Honestly, we're at the point in the Dota game where like the further a Dota game goes, like the less it becomes about like practice and skill. Like the more it's just like playing one fight better than the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Like Dota
Joint
kind
in
of
top
devolves.
lane
This is
once
really
again.
good, Brian.
Squid wants
Good.
huge damage in the storm. The storm gets away once again. Bulljax will back up his teammates, but Journey and Squid are both in danger. Journey is dead. He's got one life to play with. The storm's already dead. Centaur to fall. Buyback from the Storm Spirit. It's desperation time. Jaw to fall. He's got no buyback. That's a dieback for the Dragon Knight. Blink away by Mortal, but it's possibly too late. Storm goes for hero play. Balls in, balls away,
Oh
but now
my
he's got
God.
no TP. He's stuck.
standing
There's
still.
no escape. I mean, again, he'll ball away far to the south. But where do you go? You have no friends here. You have no base here. They'll eventually hunt you
He's
down,
not.
surely.
Oh. What? Interesting. Yes, they know he's Squid is TPing. This was really nice by Squid. Squid took the timeless relic, which is is a
Oh, he
big part of
found
what
the
allowed that to
Storm.
happen.
And Storm
He's
just
not gonna kill him.
Storm, I
But,
mean, he'll
well,
hex him. He's turning onto the Huskar. Huskar's got no BKB. Vortex
No
in.
way.
Huskar's dropping, but
Yeah,
again, he's dead.
I kind of, yeah.
I know he probably shouldn't have gotten that. Like the Storm should have just zipped out. That was Storm was on buy. Oh my god, that was really troll.
And they call GG.
Oh wow.
Dieback DK, dieback Storm, it's over.
All right, Squid.
Come on.
And now Squid's kind of tipping the storm, man.
Man, don't.
He literally
don't
died
kick-
under.
don't-
He literally died under his tower. Like
Don't kick him while he's down,
Oink.
man. Come on.
Oink, oink, oink.
Leave
He's
him
getting
alone.
flamed by his own teammates for that tip, dude.
I'm just handing out oinks when I see him, Badger.
Sometimes you gotta oink at a man, you know.
Oh, Journey's linking to. He's linking a Squid right now. I'm gonna cut us to a quick little break between game 1 and game 2. You guys have anything to say before we go into the break?
Nothing. Does
meow.
Roho still want to cast, or is he taking a break, Roho? What's going on?
You know, I was having fun. So
Alright.
I'll keep going as long as it doesn't bother Badger. I've been kind of yapping.
Badger.
I'm having fun. This is good.
Okay.
Okay.
We're safe, Roho. He's not gonna start beating us again violently.
Maybe I'll eat this week.
Nice.
All right, on that
Roho, we can both dream, man. We can both dream.
on that note, I had to cut us to about let's just say a 5-minute break. They say they need about 5 minutes. Unless you guys want to talk for the next 5 minutes, then we're
No.
gonna do a break. So we're gonna do a break.
No.
My name's Badger. I'm
Yeah.
joined by Rook and Roho. We'll see you soon for game 2 of Nebulas in Paris
Be
versus
there or
Skitzos
be
in
square.
Ohio. You guys are in the slots. Yeah, you guys are in the slots. I'll be right back. I mean, I'm coming back, obviously, but I'll be right back. I'm back. You guys ready? Guys. Yeah, Jay's going. I'm sure he'll get it. He'll go back when he gets back. Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. We are back once again for game number 2 of Skitzos in Ohio versus Nebulas in Paris. Mine's Badger, once again joined by Jim. How are you, Jim?
Chilling. Doing pretty good. Yep. Is that a sufficient answer, Badger?
Yeah, we'll go with that. It sounds like we've got Roho back. Welcome back, Roho.
Dire team ban.
I heard
Alliance
incorrectly.
team
Whoops.
ban.
Oh well. It is what it is.
10 seconds remaining.
I will say again, it's going to be first pick for Skitzos in Ohio. They've got the option to first pick Dragonet again. Do you think they should do that?
I don't really. I mean, I think if they do, they probably should utilize it a bit differently. But I don't really think it. I think it'd probably be fine. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I'm not certain on what's like OP or not OP right now after the most recent patch.
I will say I like these respect bands though from Ja. Banning out Shen, banning out Nyx. He's like, you know what? These sub players, they play their weird heroes. I don't want them playing it. Especially Acid Rain Nyx is a classic. But the problem is when you ban out these heroes, you leave Rubik in the pool. I know Rubik hasn't been necessarily at the top of the meta for the last little bit, but Acid Rain is the greatest Rubik player in LAN's history. So to give him Rubik on your elimination game when you're picking Doom is a risky proposition.
Sure. I mean, Doom did just get. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard for me to. I think Doom is probably still fine, but the nerf definitely hurt. Like, he lost a lot of damage effectively on his ultimate on ranks 1 and 2. So it's pretty hard for me to. It's pretty hard for me to gauge where he's at now. You know what I mean, Badger?
This is true.
Um,
This is true.
I'm sure he's still fine though. I mean, he's still Doom. Like, I'm sure he is still a completely fine hero. Not sure if he's like super amazing though or not.
I'm sure he's still good. I mean, his late game isn't really nerfed at all, right? And like,
Radiant team pick.
I mean,
Yeah, but
honestly, like,
he lost a lot of damage on the early levels. Like
yeah, he did.
a
I mean,
lot.
it sucks for his early game, but I mean, the thing is, I'm like, I feel like honestly, even if Doom was like kind of bad, it'd probably still be pretty good in lads.
Yeah,
You
because
know, like,
games always go long enough for you to get to level 18, right?
yeah.
That's
And I
fair.
mean, the thing is, like, I mean, he's still like getting the same amount of gold. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
he's once he hits all of his items, he's still gonna be
I
really,
mean, the
really
nerfs are
solid.
definitely less
But
relevant the longer the average game time is, right? So
yeah. But I like the. I mean, they go with classic like Rubik Centaur. I like the Rubik pick here. I mean, it's gonna be
5
should be
seconds.
strong for the full game. I guess also it's kind of nice for Doom that like Disperser is nerfed, you know, because honestly, like Disperser is pretty good against Doom. But you know, not being incentivized to build it as much anymore is pretty nice for the hero.
Well, at least again, we have a pretty exciting game brewing. It appears like we got some real brawlers in our video game here.
Dire team
Yeah, I mean, I picked a bunch of red heroes on Radiant. It's pretty awesome. This laundry pick is really ballsy. Really ballsy. I feel like his nerfs are some of the worst of the patch. Actually, by a lot. I think this hero got hit really, really hard, and it's not particularly good against Doom. In fact, I would argue it's like not. I mean, it's like okay against Doom, but new Doom is quite good against it.
Is the idea on the big just to get like a favorable lane matchup, Lone Druid into Ember, or at this point is it now is TA mid possibly, or what's the idea going on with this sort of dancing the draft
I
here?
mean, the idea, my bet, is that like maybe they can send this TA1. It'll be good into Rubik Centaur, um, even into Techie Centaur. So like, I mean,
5 seconds
I
remaining.
think it's probably just one, and they're gonna put Ember mid. The Lone Druid is almost definitely to just fuck the Ember, would be my guess. I think Squid plays it, and I don't know if anybody else does on their team. Um, it is a good matchup into Ember. I just think that like the nerfs that this hero received were really, really big.
10
Like
seconds remaining.
He lost 40 movement speed on his bear. Just like crazy.
5 seconds.
I do like the heroes he has with him on Lone Druid at least. I think Centaur with the hero, two supports with like some kind of
Yeah.
disable. So I like that. How good Lone Druid is now after the nerfs, I have no clue. I'm not a Lone Druid player, so I'm just inclined to hand this one over to Roho.
Yeah, I mean, Disperser nerf was pretty. It was kind of annoying for the hero. I mean, as you can go, the Echo Saber build, Radiance is buffed, so I mean, I don't know. I think if he can do what the hero needs to do in the early games and just play Lone Druid, then the nerfs not might not feel super impactful if he can just kind of gap Ember and mid, because the hero will do a lot of the same things. But I don't know how strong the hero is after the nerfs, and they were pretty significant nerfs. So I guess it just kind of depends on how everybody plays around the hero. Because now this hero has like completely shifted the entire game to make the focus honestly on that hero.
So you said Radiance Lone Druid. Is Radiance Lone Druid back? We've gone full circle on Lone Druid builds.
I
Um,
don't know.
I mean, I would think that it's quite good this game because you're playing against
I
TA.
really don't like picking Night Stalker when you don't see what the carry is. Like, I think it's an okay Night Stalker game, but I don't really like picking it without knowing your carry, their carry, especially the fact that like you have like a Doom Night Stalker lane now, right? Like
Yeah.
Choose your hero.
honestly, Sven is not like Sven's pretty. Sven's definitely good against this lane, but I think they could have picked a lot of things that would have just slaughtered them, to be honest.
Yeah, I would have preferred that. I think
I don't
because
recall what the bans were, but there's like a million heroes who would just like destroy that lane, like absolutely fucking slaughter them. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah, um, I,
Bloodseeker, Troll Warlord, fucking Ursa, if it was
yeah,
open. You know what I mean? Like
Ursa
I
was
could
not, but that's all I remember.
yeah, I don't remember the bans were, but like there's so many heroes that could just like slaughter Night Stalker Doom. So I'm
Night
pretty.
Stalker Doom.
It's like you know what I mean? Oh wait, no, the
Yeah.
Mortal's playing the Doom. It's Night Stalker. It's Doom 5.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's
That
all.
is
That's actually better. I like that more for sure.
yeah. I really hope he takes his EN level 2 with Jaw. That'll actually be really strong if he does.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Doom is definitely not particularly strong into Rubik in terms of like laning as a support matchup, but I like it. I mean, I think if they can scale that, this Radiant team is really really strong into Dire. Um, but if Dire can keep up a nice tempo, I think their draft is quite good. So for me, it kind of depends, but I think that it should be, in theory, really hard for this Radiant team to win the early game, and it should be really hard in theory for the like Dire team to win the late game. Just based on like the heroes.
Yeah, I feel you. I I definitely think that Radiant did fine coming out of lanes last game if I recall correctly, and I mean Dire did fine coming out of the lanes last time if I recall correctly. Uh, except for maybe the dive mid fiasco. Um, so this time I feel like they have better opportunities to like kind of walk like
Mhm.
walk over lanes.
Yeah. I also
We'll
another
see
thing
though.
that like one thing that I don't like is that I feel like they have not great heroes at rotating into the Lone Druid unless they bring everybody. Which I think that one of the best things you can have
I mean,
against Lone
Doom
Druid
is
is
completely worthless at rotating into
yeah,
Lone until level
yeah, yeah.
6. So like that's a pretty big deal. Like how well Radiant safe lane goes is really important, not so much for the TA but for the Doom.
Mhm.
Doom support is really useless if you have a really bad lane and you're like missing a lot of EXP. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're still playing Doom, right? Like it doesn't. It's not like you're not playing Doom.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I just think this lone druid hero is particularly weak at being rotated. Like,
Where's the second obs word for Radiant? Oh, Lion hat. Yo, this is what they should give it to like they should have placed the word here as Radiant. You know what I mean? So you can see what spawns on this camp. Because like
yeah.
you could get
Yeah,
ice armor
makes
here,
sense.
or you could even go and put a ward right here. Like if you look on the bottom right below like the other two camps, like knowing
Mhm.
what camp spawn is Doom level like minute 1 is actually really useful. Because you can you could honestly take your Q level 2 if you see like ice armor or I mean if this camp spawns you could take the Harpy Storm thing, right?
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
I think you got what I'm saying, right? Like it it's really fucking useful depending on what spawns and if you know where it is right away.
Mhm.
That's all.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for listening. Because I was playing some Doom 5 last patch, bro. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that makes
All right,
sense.
that was my whole story. Badger, I feel like we haven't heard from you in a bit. I'd like to hear from you.
I mean, we are just jumping into the laning phase now. We do have Marshall returning. There was a stand-in for him game 1, but he's back. Meanwhile, bot lane. First blood is brewing, and that will go to Bulldogs and the Centaur Roar, and her job wants vengeance. 2 more hits will do the job. There's 1. Can he find the second hits? He's running forward. Bulldogs is regenning. Oh
He's
no.
not killing them.
Now the courier's dead as well. Absolute disaster for Ja.
Oh, he's gonna get stunned too. Oh, he's dead. No. There's no
Oh, meanwhile, top lane is Lion on the run. Lion will get right-clicked by Journey, but it's no kill quite yet. A lot of action in the side lane so far. Stun on
dead.
Sven, Blood Grenade forward. Fume is dropping. Keshi is low. Perhaps both might die. And it will only be Fume that dies.
Wow. That's a really big deal. Because, I mean, you're playing into Night Stalker and he got a kill into you. At level 1. Like, no less. So that really sucks for the Sun. Thankfully, he doesn't lose, like, too much creep value. But, the XP
Yeah,
is...
this is not a hero you want to be. You want to
Yeah.
be like.
Oh, God. And then he got both his creeps denied right after. Fume is having a tough one.
And that's the Marshall factor. Yeah, that's former Badger teammate Marshall in the house, owning once again.
Marshall Night Stalker is actually very good.
Yeah,
We
I
played
was
against
I
him in
was gonna say
archery.
he's like the other like in my opinion like. Him and I are the only 2 actual Night Stalker players in League of Legends. So I was gonna say he's the only Night Stalker who I respect in League of Legends. I mean, maybe there's someone who I just don't. I mean, I'm forgetting, but like,
There's not
this
a
guy's
lot
Night
of
Stalker is
them.
actually pretty good.
There's not a lot of Night Stalker players.
There's not a lot of Night Stalker players. Dude, what about Night Stalker in mid though, man? They just don't know, man. They don't know that that's
I
his
don't
true
know.
role.
I don't know, man. And Ember is getting away with a lot. I mean, he has 3 more denies than Squid. Squid only has 1, so this is definitely not the ideal way for an Ember Spirit lane to go. He is gonna get more pressure as he gets levels naturally, but Ember
So,
surviving this
let me
long and
actually
getting
Blast
read
off
these
forward
changes.
on Keshi. That's a deadline. Marshall.
oh
Bear move speed
brawling.
decreased at all levels by 10. Okay. Cooldown increased. Ooh, so if you kill the bear early, it's really fucked.
yeah.
Let's see. Bear is now properly affected by. Were there any other changes that you don't like to his like shard or ags or anything, or just it was just the bear changes? Just out of curiosity.
I think there was one more, but I think it was mostly the.
Yeah. I mean, the bear
Yeah.
losing move speed especially seems really painful, and the
It's a
cooldown early is pretty.
lot. It's a lot of move speed. That's like one of the like, you know what I mean, and that's a really big
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
for like 100 because all of his damage is the bear catching you.
I mean, he does scale it back up, but like, yeah, it's definitely not great. Not.
Yeah. The only
mean,
thing is that
it's
Ember
still
took a really bad trade into bear, and Squid just resummoned it, and now his game is like really hard.
If
I
you
mean,
guys
it's not
manage to
like
poke out
bear.
this bear, though, it is the last bear.
Ooh, 2-man stun bot lane from Bulljags. Ja has to run. Mortal's running forward. Looking to perhaps dot down for Acer, and he will not do so.
Okay, I need to know what happened for Mortal to end up with this creep. Did he misclick? Does anybody know?
Dude, it
Because
has to be, right?
there's no way you ever take this creep. Like, this is actually probably the worst neutral you have.
There's
I
no way.
think-
There's no way he meant it. Like, I did. I don't know. This is. You know what I mean? Like, no, he didn't.
No, he misclicked, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I
he misclicked.
agreed.
Okay, what if he like used the flying to get up to that ward area?
To be honest, like this is why the guys look at the camps below. There's a Harpy Stormcaller, man. This is why you should place the obs here, man. You could see, you could have the OP lightning creep right now, bro.
I mean, it seems like he could have had it anyway.
Okay, yeah, but you could. Okay, sometimes if the
Oh, he
I don't
clipped
know.
Jaw. He clipped Jaw.
Oh,
Jaw is forced to TP.
Nice.
Bulljax backs up his teammate. Acid Rain runs away.
Wait, one thing is sometimes if the pause 4 is like before, like after the first minute camp spawns, before the Doom has 2, people will just go and kill it if it's the Harpy Stormcrafter, by the way. But I don't really know if Dire was doing that. But
I mean, either way, you're still not eating that creep, right? like, there's no world in which you take it and eat the creep that didn't die. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, you should just never end up with that creep ability. He had to have misclicked. I can't think of anything else.
People go Aviana's Feather for a neutral item. That's like the minute 3 Aviana's Feather, you know? Get that free path thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to defend it somehow.
That's so unbelievable. Squid is now doing quite good in the lane. He still doesn't have like a lead. I think that is crazy enough for this pick to feel really strong. But I mean, it's nice because they don't have heroes to really rotate into him. So I think both people are playing pretty fine in mid. Squid kind of had like a rough start, but now he's playing the Lone Druid the way it's meant to be played, playing it pretty clean. I think Ember had a good first few waves, and now he's just getting Lone Druid. They're looking on runes, so pretty decent mid or like gameplay in the mid. It's an invis, nice.
Marshall is technically stunned top lane, but he's a Night Stalker with a raindrop and 10 stick charges. He cares not for Dota 2 heroes in their damage.
I really do like Marshall's Night Stalker. I think he's very good at this here. Like, his Night Stalker just feels more useful than other Night Stalkers. Like, when I played against it, I was like, wow. I mean, it is nighttime, and he got like an early kill, so, pretty naturally, but yeah, he's just like not taking damage. He's just farming up here, forcing stuns, being a Chad, etc.
We've a disaster brewing. If Journey gets this Wisdom Rune, they're scanning. They know it's coming. I think they'll be in time, barely. Lion's got the stun. He needs to hit it now, and there it is. Unless Journey got it! Oh, utter incomplete disaster.
And he's TP!
Okay, it's canceled.
Okay. I really didn't think he had enough on Ember. It's a shame.
It's still both Wisdom Runes, though. Astrain TP'd in for the Dire
it's
side
massive.
one. That's a disaster.
That's really massive. Because also Ember has now used his CP. He has no fucking mana. I mean, he's got a clarity coming out, which is nice. But now the lead, like the discrepancy between him and mid is really big. Yeah, this is very tough for the Ember. Because again, they don't have heroes that can really like naturally rotate onto Squid. And Squid did take an early point in the fear. I don't really agree with it a ton, but it does mean that it's even harder to kill him.
One thing I'll say is not really seeing stacks for either teams, and I think both teams should really invest.
Good lift from Acid Rain. They're trying to brawl the Doombringer. Doom will stick up. Jaw runs forward. He's got traps finally. Journey arrives. Keshi is, well, surprise, surprise, draining mana. Jaw will meld strike the Rubik. Rubik has lift in 8. Fade Bolton right now. Trap will get dodged by Acid Rain, but he's running away from his friends. He'll go down. Meanwhile, Bulljax gets a bit of vengeance kill onto the Doombringer, but he'll end up dying to a TP in, Christian Remnant in from the Ember Spirit. Now Ember will head over to Journey. Journey is backed up by his Lone Druid. It's 3v2 in the bottom side jungle. Ember's low on mana. The bear is strong. He'll turn to Keshi. Keshi is rooted, blood grenade, and brought down. Now 2-for-2 trade. Ember got the Remnant on the floor. But he has to leave now.
That was just a lack, I think.
And the point in fear. Oh no.
I still don't know if this dive is good for him though, actually.
I mean, Squid will get the Ember kill for sure. It'll cost him his life, potentially. It'll certainly cost the Bear's life.
I don't think it's going to cost... Well, yeah,
Last off,
he
hits
has
on 2. He's backed up again by Journey under that tower. Mortal is going down for the second time this fight. Ja will look to event and bring down the techies. Lion again, his respawn. TP is in, looking for shield, but TP is so slow. Hex onto the Bear. He's got no resummon if it dies. Ja again is low on mana.
I was actually gonna.
But again, the stun from
Keshi God, bro.
He's
Actually, oh,
instantly
a little bit
rooted.
long.
But Ember has
Oh,
returned to the
wait.
fight. We're still
Oh.
not done yet. Stampede
Oh
just got
my
skilled by
God.
Bulljax. Down goes
Okay,
Jaw.
I don't
Acid
know.
Rain arrives. He respawned into the team fight. He stole Remnant on the Ember. He'll Remnant forward. He wants the Ember.
Wow.
Ember has a lack of spells, but he still is trying to survive right now. Sleight of Fist, buying some time. There's too much damage. One more
Holy
kill
shit.
for Acid Rain, the best Rubik in last history.
Wow. Squid, honestly, like, he deserves a fucking medal for that performance. That was crazy. He played that very well. I mean, as a certified hater, I will say that I think that on Radiant they had some questionable decisions, but Squid definitely he leveraged them well. I think also in that engagement it's kind of Ember really fucked up at the beginning of that engagement by hitting techies when he had Flame Guard plus oh, and now he has to TP to Doom because Doom kept his bottle. But they might actually get a kill off of it.
Yeah,
At
hoof
least they
stomp
are.
on a Bulljax. Bulljax is trying to waddle away, but the damage is simply too much. Doom secures that kill via the Scorched Earth, I do believe.
Yeah. But if Ember hits Techie's W, it like fucks it, like because he max Flame Guard and Techie's W dispels, which not a ton of people know that it dispels when you like get hit by it. But like it destroys Ember like really bad. It's really annoying for the Ember. Even if you slide it, you get your fists like or your Flame Guard gun. And he also had an Arcane running, so he just like yeah. It was really rough when he hit Journey on the taser.
I think that finally they're making some sacks for TA. I think that this is a game where TA could like hardcore fucking pop off, but I don't think that's gonna happen if they don't make stacks. Like, also Ember needs to get some gold. Like, dude needs to stop trying to help his team, bro, and like hit some creeps. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. What are your thoughts, Roho, on this?
I was so I think this Ember. I mean, first of all, his CS is 34 at 11 minutes, which is crazy because he had 20 at like 7 or like 6 or something. So that's like really insane. I mean, he's just kind of TP'd around following his team, which I don't love. I do like that he's going for the Maelstrom, but I'm not super happy either. Like he went like he's playing against Lundred, and then he like has this like tough game going on, and then he went like his build walking in was like Wand Phase Quilling Blade, which is like.
Well, Journey took a lot of attention. He's still not dead yet thanks to the Stampede. Doom and Ember are both somewhat low. The defensive arena set up by the Ember Spirit. Ja arrives to the fight. Again, Doom is low. Ember is diving all the way under that T1 tower, but could not find the Rubik. Down goes the Doom. Ember is in a bit of a rough spot right now. They're camping the defensive Remnant. They know where it's going to be if he Remnants away. The Remnant straight into it, though. Bone Giroud, who fears him. One more Remnant comes out. Ember's incredibly low. Keshi has the stun, but with the blast off, Dern secures that kill. Meanwhile, Marshall did bring down that top T1 tower, but it's still Keshi under attack. He'll sidestep that stolen TA trap from Rubik, but again, there's just so many heroes running him down. He's got the stun, but he's again stunned by Acid Rain. Marshall pops the ulti. He's ascended. Keshi to fall. Marshall wants Venus Doom. Is there until the lone Druid Ja is fighting. Acid Rain is dead. It's currently a 3v4 in the bottom lane. Lone Druid TP's away. Doom could not stop that one. Oh, stuff was on cooldown. Bulljax TPs as well. What can you do? That's got to be a win there for the dire side.
That feels so bad for Radiant. And in all this time, even though Fume had like a kind of like rough start, he just went Massive Madness Treads and is he's just doing the thing. I mean, he's doing what he did on Earthsex.
While Ja was like interacting with them early game, like Fume was just like, oh, you know what? I'll leave this up to you guys. You'll either fail or succeed without me. You know what I mean? Like, meanwhile, Ja was kind of a little more battle oriented, which I don't really think there's any reason he needs to this game. I feel like it's a pretty good game for TA to like 1v9 if they get like
it's a really good TA game, I think. I mean, the other thing is that Squid is going the build that like kind of fucks TA with his like early timings and he can like push, but it's the build that doesn't actually like eventually it falls off really hard against TA. Assuming that the TA gets to like blink Deso,
Yeah.
Which is definitely possible. He is feared on.
He dodged the blast off though, so at this point Ember should be fine.
Yeah, he played that nicely.
R.I.P. Illusion Rune. Also, RIP, our good friend, the mid T1 tower, it appears. Ember, oh, he's rude again! He's rude again! He'll remnant away, but in dives Colonel. Squid the bear is
Oh,
hacks the bear.
they're gonna
Gets
kill the bear.
Infernal bladed, but again, it's a root out the
Oh.
Doom. The T1 tower dead, they kept
No,
the bear alive
Bobbies.
with the Pavis.
Bobbies. They resummon. Oh, and
Stampede
Jock.
forward by
Jock
Boljak.
walked
It's
in.
time to bleed. Refraction has been broken. Good stun from Keshi. Hits on 3. But it's still a forfeited life from Ja. They want the Ember. Ember will remnant away, but I'm not entirely sure he's fully safe. Correction, he'll be fine for now. He's blasted under the tower!
Oh,
All the way
wow.
under. Radiant Glyph,
Oh,
it's
the-
hitting
the-
everybody right now. Ember is dead, but it'll be a lot of bleeding in return. Centaur to fall.
Oh,
Techies is
my
dead.
God.
Lone Druid is dead. They'll run down the Rubik as well. He silenced the Rubik. That'd be 4 kills for Skitzos in Ohio, thanks to a Skitzo play from Nebula.
Oh my god.
Well,
I'm out of words. That's crazy. That's crazy.
that's one way for Radiant to start their journey.
They were throwing like so hard at the Radiant, like I mean, no flame. But Jaw like walking in there, getting caught. He's like he didn't have like a really good chance to use refraction. He's he's not really on an item timing. They barely missed the bear kill. Like all these bottom rotations. Fume is just farming away, having a great time. Yeah, like the game was really really tough, and then they gave Marshall a triple kill, and now he's just like a complete monster.
Yeah, he is second on net worth, which is like even in good Night Stalker games, you're usually not second on net worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're just not a hero that really does that. He doesn't even have a Midas or anything. Like, I mean, he has the shard, I guess, but that's not.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I mean he
Like,
just
he's-
got the charge too after this. So
Yeah. Night
Yeah.
Stalker is not the hero you want to be like giving massive shutdowns and a lot of kills to. He will use the gold, and he does not make it very well on his own time.
Why would Marshall need a Midas? He is a Midas.
True. I was in comment earlier too that with Marshall's Night Stalker that I felt he wasn't really rotating the same way that I mean when we played against him I felt like Marshall was literally everywhere on the map, even like in this like like 5 to 10 minutes. Like I feel like he was unironically like making really crazy map movements. This game he was a little more quiet up until I mean they dove that tower, and now
They've caught Boljaks with the hex. I don't see an angle for him to survive in this one. He's AoE silenced by the Night Stalker. He'll attempt to, never mind, he'll attempt to simply die to finger. Down
Yeah,
goes
she's just
Boljaks.
stacking. Infinity scaling.
He's up to 1 now.
Ember has a Maelstrom now, which is nice for him. He can get his CS above double digits, maybe, in the next 10 minutes. That'd be pretty awesome. And I do actually like that Ember went for this build.
What is going on right now? What is Journey ever doing? he's a wild player. He's just on the run from Ember. He's being hunted once again, but last time this happened, it was a bait. Stampede comes through from Boljaks. Marshall, they need to kite this man around to do so far. Bear is hitting, fearing away too. Keshi and Mortal are in danger. Marshall again looks to fight. Left stop is missed by Boljaks. Ember, remnants away. Ja has arrived to fight. It's a 5v5 fight in the river. 3-man stun from Keshi. Mortal fall. And so far, there are no kills in exchange. The bear is low, but still not dead. Ember finally
Nice.
kills it. Squid
my
is
God.
low, and he's brought down by Marshall. Remnant forward by the Ember. Boljaks is forced to stop, but no, we can't even get it off in time. He's simply dead. 2 cores down for 1. Support will die for more. Acid Rain steals a fraction. Trying to run away right now. Marshall is hunting the techies. Ember backs him up. That'll certainly be a dead Journey correction and a live Journey somehow, despite everyone running after him. John gets clipped by Acid Rain. He'll TP away.
Oh, he
Despite
should have
the-
tried to cancel that blast off. Oh, that would have been so funny.
Certainly would have been. Despite the theatrics, still a win there for Port aside of Skitzos.
A massive win, honestly.
That could be like a 4,000 net worth win potentially. It'll end up being like a 2k net worth win instead, but hey, every win counts.
Fume is on another like cooldown hero Fume wasn't on. Fume is on a different cooldown hero than Jaw was, which is the Sven. Notoriously, this I mean, first of all, he doesn't have like a full item. He has like point booster ogre axe, which are like, I mean, honestly, some of the like worst. Like he's tanky, but they don't really do much for Sven as a hero. and now he has the completed ags, but they were fighting like right before he hit this, which was just really awkward. It was really awkward, and they weren't able to leverage him at all. He didn't have ulti.
Dude, I'm not seeing why he bought Nags this game, to be honest, at all.
I mean, the Dispel is
Or,
good
but like against who?
against Ember, I guess.
Against just like does nothing to Night Stalker, does nothing to TA.
They do have Glimmer, I guess, but yeah, I mean,
You could just Glimmer like after it.
I
No?
really don't understand why he didn't just go like blink Lincolns or blink BKB. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
you're okay blink
I
BKB.
feel like he has a stun like there's there's a non-negligible amount of like stuns on crowd control. I feel like it could have been pretty useful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, what if
I
he
wanna
just
see-
doesn't toggle it and just has the bonus cast range Stormbolt all game?
Wow, that'd be really bad. I mean, it also gets a Dispel. So I mean,
I
don't
honestly
know.
think just buying a harpoon would have been better, like less gold and saves the item slot. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not seeing the Axe, guys. I'll be honest.
He's
I think this is-
Superman, Jim. He's literally Superman.
I think this is like actually like a waste of a lot of gold, to be honest. Because like I don't think Ember E is a problem for your team this game anyways. Like
no offense, I don't think Ember is like a problem for their team. Like, I mean, he after all the fights that they gave away a little bit more for sure. I mean, I know there is a cool like Ags like combo Sven build that I've seen, but it's really bad this game, so I don't really understand.
So it is a tower for tower trade. Only problem is Dire parlayed their tower into a Roshan kill, first one of the game. There's been what, 4 Roshan kills all series, all going the way of Nebula so far?
Yeah. The Skitzos in Ohio are just they're not very on top of the Roshan. For sure.
I mean, last game they had the excuse of, oh, Nebula have like 2 of the 4 best Roshan heroes in the game. But this game, the excuse isn't the same, you know? It simply cannot be.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have Night Stalker ulti, which sucks, because Marshall kind of wasted it on... I mean, he like saw a TP, and then they tried to turn it into a tower, but it was really slow, because he's like a Night Stalker. It was a tier 2, and they like weren't creeps, and it was just a little bit messy. I mean, they ended up giving away Roche for pretty much free, which definitely
Nebula
sucked.
smoke, they pop it on Mortal, not the target they wanted. And he instantly gets the Sentry Ward for the D-Ward. He'll end up dying on Doom, and the D-Ward gets denied, but ultimately that was a gank intended for a big core kill, and it found a not-so-big Doombringer.
Yeah, they do get tower though. I mean, this is nice. It's pretty hard for Radiant to do anything with no Night Stalker ulti. He does have a blink though on Marshall, so there's a world in which this lone druid can lose Aegis really, really quickly and really easily.
Roho would never lose to the Aegis on Lone Druid though.
True.
Radiant Glyph, now, again, I saw pings from, I believe, Acid Rain to go to a Tormentor.
Night Stalker is closing on the BKB, which is like a really big. Like he's
Really?
really strong with this game. He's just gonna be ignoring all of their like every single stun on the enemy team. He's gonna ignore Techi's W. Yeah, I think that he's gonna be an absolute monster once he gets this BKB.
Yeah. I mean, the nice
I really
thing
don't
at
like
least
that
is
they're
that they
smoked
have...
right now. I think that they should just be trying to like hardcore chill until Night Stalker BKB. Also, we would let Jaw like finish his Hurricane Pike. Not loving the smoke, but it might catch off Acid Rain. So
Yeah, Remnant forward. Chains were stolen by Acid Rain. That will not save his life, surely. Wait, never mind. With Stampede, maybe it does save his life. All right, then. Acid Rain just gets away, and during all that time, Dire have now positioned their way out the commander. They've matriculated all the way across the jungle to the area now, and, well, that'll be a dead Tormentor shard going the way of Journey.
I love the Seki shard. The GM is right that the range is like really shit on it, but it is still a very powerful shard, I think, like nonetheless. Especially against like a TA. I mean, TA that's not giving BKB.
Well,
Are there any
mid,
really
Glimmer
big- are there any
Cape
big
on
impact items
Keshi.
that are coming for
He
Dire?
stuns the Centaur. Fume is ready to become Superman. He'll jump on in for the Doombringer, but in comes Marshall, breaking down Centaur. He'll doom the Sven, but I don't think Sven particularly cares. His mana is being drained. He's being stunned, but he's just chilling. He's fine. Marshall wants to re-engage. Has a new angle on Journey. Journey has Pavis, has activated the Shard Taser. And at this point, again, Marshall wants another angle. He's invis, re-engaging for the third time, scouting out Fume, scouting out Journey. He'll choose to go in on the softer target Journey, but again, the stun comes if massive. The stolen lines, I believe. There's a root from the Lone Druid Bear on Night Stalker. He's flipping up in the air, blast off, hits on two. Journey will die, but it's chaos. Ember is dead, Doombringer is dead, stun on Ja. Ja's fraction has been broken. Another good stun from Kashi on the line, but Ja simply cannot leave, other than via death. Double kill for Sven. Big win again for Nebula.
Yeah, they're fighting a lot before this BKB on Night Stalker. And Ember actually had kind of nice.
Harpoon. You remember about Harpoon on Sven potentially? Instead, it's on the Lone Druid. But Keshi has a Glimmer Cape. He's still fine. Superman Sven's running in, but he can't find the Lion. Lion just walks away somehow from 3 heroes.
Yeah, and now this turns into like a lot from just the Lone Druid. I mean, he still has Aegis, he still has the second bear, so he gets to pretty much freely take Arax.
Well, Ember and Night Stalker want to change that one.
Okay.
They found the real Lone
my
Druid.
God.
Aegis lost ahead to Rubik. Rubik is dropping fast now. Gets brought down. Superman Sven goes on Ember. Ember gets demolished. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Squid's Bear is low. Squid's Bear is still fighting.
Oh.
Mortal's dead. He
My
does
God.
have buyback, but at this point the Racks are still under severe duress right now. They're 1/3 HP. Bojacks walks forward. Ember's dead for 35. Doom is dead for 35. And Nebula still have 4 to fight with, including all 3 cores. Bear is resummoned. TA gets stunned by Bojacks. Fume holds the stun for now. He'll jump on in. But a good stun from Keshi once again. Puts 2 core stun under that tier 4 tower. Fume is fighting for his life right now. He'll fall on Sven. Good blast off from Dirty. Hits on 3, I do believe. At this point, this tier 4 tower damage is just so massive. The problem is the Racks have crumbled. Melee is down. The Bear is dead. Money going the way of the Lion. It's running away time. Squid just keeps away in front of 3 heroes. The remainder walk away. Sure, we get
want
to
you
do
to-
some kills, but that's Rax lost. Marshall's
They,
trying to
they
clean
lost
this up.
Rax, but I mean, they were really close to losing Jaw as well. So, you know, overall, not the worst.
we're still not done yet. Marshall's once again ascending. It was stolen by Acid Rain. Acid Rain's also
Honestly,
ascending.
it's pretty useless on Rubik.
It's so useless on
It does,
Rubik.
like you don't get any bonus. Like you don't have any of the. You don't have his passive, so it does almost nothing.
Yeah.
Free pathing and damage, right? Or no, either of us.
I
You-
think you
you
get
get both.
damage, but like, dude, it's like it's
No, you can
auto
you
attack
can
damage on Rubik.
But this is what happens. Is it the actual Night Stalker just like
Like you also
But
don't get the
you
most
don't get
importantly,
night
you don't get
vision.
nighttime vision,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can be flying and he sees you, but you don't see him.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
You're kind of like a geese flying.
Yeah.
what did Doom just die to?
Oh,
Oh,
my God,
Squid.
Squid! Why?
Squid's
just
been caught, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
look at dude,
fascinating.
that was like a 900 gold kill. Holy.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna be honest.
Oh, I don't-
I mean, the fact that Ember doesn't tip Squid there is like honestly almost disgraceful. I'm giving an oink to both of them.
Dude,
Squid,
that
good for
Ember's
dying,
insane.
but like, I know. Like he has way more patience than I do.
By the way, big news. We have subs, gifted subs from Simon, aka Smiles Per Hour.
Simon, you're good.
Big
We
subs.
can eat. Me and Roho can eat. Thank you, Simon. Thank you.
We
Please.
we might have bread this week.
Oh my God, bread. We haven't had bread in so long. It's just been soup and porridge.
Listen, I handcrafted that soup. Put my heart into the soup.
He doesn't
you're
put
right,
anything
that-
else in the soup. It's just water. Don't listen to his lies.
Water soup.
I put some rocks in there. Rocks have a lot of nutritional value, Jim. Called
One
stone
time I
soup.
ate shrapnel. One time I ate shrapnel, and I liked it.
Wait, did Bulljax just trap himself in the trees to the point he had TP away?
It kind of looks like that based on his TP cooldown.
Like, he was in the trees, in this little triangle of trees. I just see him TP over here. I'm like, huh.
You know what's funny? He also
Interesting.
he also got a ogre seal off of his like neutral, so he probably could have just used that. They are hunting. I mean, they have Night Stalker ulti and BKB. Marshall's like an insane monster. He's literally level 18. Oh.
Speaking of the monster,
yeah.
he's found Techies. Problem is, Pavis is an item. Blink in from Bojack, stuns Ja. Dire splitting their attention. They want to kill Job. Job got the Hurricane Pike. In comes Fume. BK being becoming red. He'll try to go on the Ember. That's not the Team A. Ember is that's 1-for-1 so far. But down goes Bojack. Currently a 2-for-1. Marshall's still standing. Bojack's buys back.
Oh,
Do
good
have a
game.
real lone druid. They've stunned him. They brought him down. That's 3 dead.
They're
Dude, it's
smoking,
stolen
but it
by
doesn't
Acid
matter.
Rain, but Ember's still absolutely fine. It cost the buyback on the Ember. But it's time to run
He-
down
he-
Fume. Fume's
oh,
team
yeah,
is
he did.
canceled by the Yule
Nice.
Scepter. And in comes everybody. It's the 5v1. Sven might try for one little big hit, but nope. Not gonna happen. Simply death. That's a full 5-man wipe for Skitzos in Ohio.
Yeah, it looks really bad for them. This is so. This is the thing I was saying that like towards the later end of the game, it feels really hard for this Radiant draft because of how much, like they picked so much scaling on Radiant, but also their heroes are just really good like core matchups. I mean, this TA has a really strong game, and he got E Quiver, which is like a massive deal. Actually, hitting Enchanted Quiver on TA is like it's like a full item.
It's like
It's not a-
it's like getting Equiver on like Enchantress, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
there are just some heroes in Dota where if you get Enchanted Quiver, like
I
it's so disgusting.
would honestly spend like 3,000, 4,000 gold on an Equiver. I think like
Good blink
like
away by John. Journey blasted off in, and now he's been brought down. Keshi is kept alive. He'll force stab. In blinks Bojack's finding TA. Marshall backs him up.
Yeah.
And now the man is
Oh.
being drained. This now been canceled by the lift from, I believe,
Ember's
the
in.
Rubik.
Holy
And
shit,
now
the
it's a
trap
dead
is
Bojack.
really good.
It'll be a dead
Wow.
everybody. Acid Rain to fall. Colonel Squid's
Really
dropping. His bear is
open.
dead. The real hero's been slowed and silenced. Blink in by Ja. He's got Melvin 1.
Oh yeah, Ja.
Mel's not even
yeah,
needed.
Ja. Give it to him.
Guys, I want to
Give
ask
it
you
to
how
him,
much
yeah.
value you think this
Lock him
Sven got
down.
out of his axe, because I really do think that it cost him a lot. I feel like he could have been way fucking stronger. Maybe I'm just coping, but I don't know.
I agree. I mean, I think it like delayed their timings a bunch, and then they couldn't fight with him. And yeah, I was not a big fan of the axe. I don't think it's very good. Going
Alright, I just, you know, I didn't want to feel like I was a coper. I didn't want to feel like I was going to Copenhagen, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That tower, it's sus, and now it's dead. Draw a box, draw an X. It is simply dead. Again, they got the first racks on the board, but ever since that first racks fell, it's been all Skitzos. It's
Yeah,
Schizo
I barely
posting
even
hours at
remember
this
the axe.
point.
They...
Lift on Keshi. That's a
Okay.
very bold play from Keshi, but he's just
Oh.
fine. Sure, the
Nice.
Quiver Cape is purged. Good 2-man blast off from Journey. But in comes Big Bad Marshall, BKB and slapping.
This
The
is
Doom comes
really
out onto
bad.
the real Sven.
This-
Sven's trying to run. Sven's brought down. Line is bought
He has
back.
no bear- he has no
Bojack's
bear
blinks
on-
in stunning to now runs away.
Colonel
And
Squid is a
Shaw
bot.
wants more. Going for Squid. Squid's kept alive. Remnant in by Ember. Blink in by Marshall. That's a dead Lone Drew with no buyback. He'll dive the fountain a little bit from Marshall. Thinking better of all the way to the fountain diving, but this is an absolute disaster. Lion is buying time, I suppose. He'll stun the Rubik. In comes Ember. In comes Night Stalker. Bulljack to silence. He's simply a very large chicken, and now he's a dead chicken. Fingers, no dodge! He dodged the finger with the
wow.
remnant, I
That was
believe.
good.
That's a good steal, but
Um,
a better dodge.
Yeah. I mean, Squid was really useful in this last fight in the way that he was providing buckler value to his team. That's about it. his bear was dead.
It's
so,
looking like we're going to a game 3.
yeah, almost
Badger
definitely.
always
Stolen
knows.
finger,
Badger
dude. This
knows.
stolen
Again?
finger is actually crazy.
I will say, I mean, Acid Rain can do a lot, but it is megas, so I think this one looks like
I don't
that.
think Dire can even remotely deal with Mega. Like, they have
Yeah.
Sven, and that's it. Like, Techies isn't terrible, honestly, against Megas, but that's, like, he doesn't really even have a, like, he doesn't
Yeah.
even really have a build to be good against Megas as well. Like, it's just, I don't think Dire can deal with Megas.
Yeah.
Like,
This is also,
I
yeah.
don't see it.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that like the way that Squid built is like the reason they're at where they're at. I feel like they made a lot of really big throwy plays, but this is partially the issue that I find with like this like him going this diffusal harpoon build this game is that now his bear is really squishy against TA and against Night Stalker, and he can't like he doesn't really have a way to build BKB or defensive items on his main hero, so. Like this Night Stalker is just a complete menace to him, honestly. Like it's like almost impossible to play the
Honestly,
game.
how much of this
and
game
the
going
TA
wrong
like-
is just all back to Marshall
Yeah.
getting that triple kill. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I do think that Fume and Squid could have itemized better, and I think it would have made the game more playable for them. But honestly, like the triple kill was like such an absurd.
It's
throw.
Marshall time. BKB. Blink forward.
my God.
Ascension hunting Colonel Squid.
No,
And
no, no!
Squid
He hit the
is
wrong unit.
Not
Oh
dead
my god!
yet, technically, but they're hunting him on down. Finger brings him down. Now, in comes Ember once again, further hunting Acid Rain. Acid Rain still has that stolen finger, but now his life is lost. Marshall
Honestly,
finds
if you're
one more kill.
Radiant-
That's 3 dead.
If you're Radiant going into game 3, you gotta be pretty mentally like high right now. You're like, guys, you know, we just lost game 1 because we hit a stand-in. You know, like the other team is like, fuck, man. Marshall's back and he's here to fuck. You know,
Marshall
right?
is
Like,
yeah. I mean, and also like it feels really bad for.
He's in the fountain! He's in the. Oh no! They call. Okay, it's over. It's over.
I mean, it feels really bad for Dire too. This is not a like game that I'd want to play going into a game 3, because I like there's no way that like nobody is tilted about Marshall said Daddy's home based.
The XDs as well. They remembered game 1's all chat. They remembered.
Yeah, I because there's no way that nobody isn't tilted about how insanely far ahead they were in this game, and then Marshall went 14-0 and just put like on a clinic,
yeah.
and then the game is over. Like,
Marshall's name is literally like Marshall the Clinician. Like that's what they call him nowadays, man.
mhm.
I'm not like, you know, I'm just speaking truth to the people, man. I ain't trying to
That's
be
what I've
too
heard.
biased, but
That's what I've heard around the street.
they literally call him Marshall the Clinician because of this game. Like this game, you know, he's the clinician, man. Like what can I say?
So I've got one thing to say before we go to our break. By the way, there's a Dota update. Update your Dota. But one thing to say before we go to the break. I have my fortune from my my Chinese tonight from the fortune cookie,
Ooh.
and I quote: "Win as if you were used to it, lose as if you enjoyed it for a change." That Skitzos in Ohio to a T right now.
Meow, as some like wise men might say, you know. That's all the sage elk say, right?
But my name is Badger. I'm joined by Jim and Roho. Gonna cut to a break. We'll see you for game number 2. Or sorry, correction. The winner take all game number 3 quite soon.
Badger,
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans! It is the winner take all game number 3 between Skitzos in Ohio. Triumphant victors of game number 2 and Nebulas in Paris, who won game 1 but got taken out back game number 2. Winner makes top 8, loser goes home. Once again, joined by professional Dota 2 players Salacious Sea Lion 62, aka Rook, aka Jim, as well as, of course, the legendary Roho Fire Flew in the middle lane. How are you two doing? And you guys ready for game number 3?
I'm wonderful, Badger. Meow.
Uh, um, uh, go team. This is the big winner takes all game 3. Can the Skitzos in Ohio take down the Nebulas in Paris? Which one will send an ICBM over the continent first? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I like that one.
Seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
You know, if you cover the O on their banner, it's as high. I like that.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what's going on here. These bands seem like they're pretty much the same. No, am I crazy?
Yeah, they're definitely similar. I mean, there's an Ember ban. Which makes sense. Hoodwink. This, I mean, I guess Hoodwink is, you know. Do you think you have Gleipnir now on this hero if like it's not a good Mage Slayer game?
I really don't know. I mean, Mage Slayer is just so good on Hoodwink. Like, irregardless, like I simply don't know. I think you're a little more willing to not go it, but I do think that most games you probably still are going Maelstrom into Mage Slayer. I just think it's simply too high value. But I could see it being a game dependent whether or not. You know what I mean, Rojo? Like I could.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing is that Mage Slayer gives you a lot of mana regen and int through the build. Like it. I could see people not buying it. I also could see that everyone still just buys it on Hoodwink. Who knows, man? Only time will tell. I really like playing Hoodwink into Lion, by the way. He's because when like Lion's a hero who actually he's a support who like stands still and you can like E him and like bounce your key off of him in team fights like really easily. And in lane,
Yeah.
you're really if you're
Yeah.
playing the Hoodwink into the Lion in lane, you are really fucking good at killing Lion. Like
Yeah, because Lion's really low armor.
yeah,
So I
if
feel
Lion
like
ever uses his stun before you use any spells, and then you have a carry or an offlaner that's good with you, and you just go on like it is so easy to kill a Lion in this in as Hoodwink. You're good at trading autos with him. Like it just yeah. Overall,
Yeah.
I like the hero. Also, I think that the nerfs to it like basically don't matter. And I
I
think the
really,
Mage Slayer
yeah.
nerfs to it hurt only a little bit. I think the hero's like the hero was extremely popular, but it had a it actually had a negative. It was like 49% win rate. But I think that it's one of those heroes that is very. If you're good at it, you perform. You know what I mean? Like its strength is really
Yeah.
tied into your because every single one of Hoodwink spells have like counterplay except for the E, right? Like the Q does not do any damage to heroes if it only hits one time. The W, uh, you can cut the tree like or you can just dodge it. Like you know what I'm saying, right? It's a hero that there's a lot of chance to make good plays and a lot of chances to be fucking literally useless. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
my
a high.
TED talk rant.
Yeah, I
We
mean, I
got
definitely
we
feel
got a
like.
tank talk where like tank comes in and explains something to us.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if mortal ears can handle him.
Okay, could you try to
It's our only
transcribe
concern.
some of his like legendary dialect for us? Like, maybe talk about this vengeful spirit as
Um,
TikTok.
yeah, he says, "Give me walk, puny human."
Guys, Tank is
And treats.
For those who don't know, Tank is Rojo's wiener dog, and he's really cute and he runs really well.
Yeah, he's kind of
Rojo
a
can
trooper.
talk more about him if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a trooper. You know, he's kind of like a galactic overlord kind of thing. But you know,
He lets us all live, so
yeah,
that's very
he's
kind of
kind
him.
and generous.
Yeah,
What
Oh, I
does
kind of
what's this Charlie Brown have to say about that?
I love Charlie Brown too.
um, Charlie Brown is he's just happy to be here. That's his thing. He goes and walks.
I'm curious to see if either team picks up the DK in this phase.
Yeah.
Clockwork.
I'd
really don't like Clockwork and Avenge.
Clockwork and Avenge is really fucking sad.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it is really good against Lion, despite that. But I
Yeah.
did Clockwork maybe get any buffs? Does anyone know if he got buffed last patch? Because I
I'm
don't
in,
think the hero was in a very good spot, to be honest. So
yeah. I'm inclined to believe that he did not. He did
Yeah.
not. Um,
Was there like a buff to Tranquil Boots? Maybe that's kind of a Clockwork buff.
um, there was a buff to Talisman of Evasion
Yeah, that's okay.
and Dagon.
Oh.
Um,
This is a
yeah. Also, like, I mean, Clockwork's not even as good against Lion as he used to be. Yeah, because like now you can just suck and you're like, you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
No,
I
I know
mean,
what you mean. I mean,
like,
one thing is you should still be able to ult walk behind him and then W him back to your team.
mhm.
Like you should
Yeah,
still
you're
be able
still
to do
good.
that before you get sucked. I'm pretty sure, but I mean they have Avenge, right? And Clockwork does
Mhm.
nothing. Like right, this is an amazing puck game so far.
Yeah.
Like both of those supports, absolute fucking garbage against puck. Like just absolutely worthless. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
their stuns are complete trash against the
Oh,
hero. Like
this is interesting.
this is interesting.
I will
Um,
say, if you beat Lone Druid one game and then win with it the next game, that is just
that's pretty Chad.
it. Really
I will
is.
say that
I
is
will
pretty
say
Chad.
I'm not sure how I like this Dragonite pick. I don't hate it, but I also don't.
Yeah,
Dragonite
so the
with Puck
thing,
seems kind of weird to me. I feel like when you pick Puck, you're kind of playing for like mid late game, and when you pick like Dragonite, you're kind of like trying to push the game up a little bit. I mean, like I don't know. I just feel like these. I just don't really like. I don't know. I just don't really love these. I don't love Radiance heroes together. I don't want to say that it's bad. I
yeah.
for whatever reason they're not emotionally clicking with me. You
So
know?
I like I like the DK after the Puck in the sense that you're picking Puck before 18, and obviously DK like fucks Puck really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
So I understand that. Honestly, that's like Colonel Squid's the one drafting, so I think that's probably where his head is at. He ends up getting Lone Druided, which I actually can't really think is probably that bad for Puck anymore. I
Well,
mean,
I would think like maybe like starting like probably not the early lane, but I would think like after the early lane, it would be pretty hard in the like early to like let's say past minute like 6 or 7 to minute like 15. I feel like Puck can struggle to interact with him. I'm not sure though. What your
yeah. He does, but like that's Puck with like a lot of heroes that counter him. You know, like a lot of the heroes that are good against Puck, it's kind of hard for like Puck to interact with in the early game, which is why like you're a very good hero at clearing camps and like walking around and causing chaos.
Yeah, I guess
And
in one sense like
the-
Dragonite can kind of Dragonite can be like a strong early presence if the Puck wants to
yeah,
like play a more greedy like let's say like Maelstrom, Parasma,
yeah,
whatever
uh,
like.
like like Puck is a hero that can struggle pretty hard in the laning phase, and there's a lot of heroes to pick against it. I mean, I guess so. I guess they're playing off lane 100 in mid OD, which I'm not really a huge fan of. I don't really see. I
Dude,
don't.
I really don't like playing
I
OD into
actually really.
Venge. OD into Venge is like so like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it is really easy to get fucked in team fights by this hero.
yeah. I
And on
mean,
top of that, I'd say Lion is pretty good against OD too. I'm not.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just straight up think this OD pick is bad. Like, I don't really.
I agree. I mean, it's not that good against Puck either. I mean, like like the W's annoying, but he buys raindrop stick, pushes out the wave, walks away. You know, like
There are a
yeah.
very small handful of lads players I want playing OD in an elimination game. A very small number.
I mean, did OD maybe get some buffs? Maybe he's like OP right now or something.
No, he got nerfed actually. He
Oh
got nerfed.
yeah, it's fucked then. It's fucked.
Yeah. The other thing too is that it's so I mean they ended up not playing the DK in the safe lane, which I think is a little bit odd just because I mean DK has a really great matchup into Lone Druid. I mean it's really because Lone Druid is obviously supposed to be a really strong like early hero level. You know, I mean obviously he scales well since he's universal into the lane, but you just have two heroes, so but against DK like he presses Q and then you're one hero.
Yeah.
And you're actually maybe worse than one hero.
And like he also just gets like free armor and like if he really wants nothing, if he really wants you to do nothing to him, he could just go like Q E E and it's like okay, well, you know what I mean? Like You're not
Exactly.
doing anything to him at that point. Like
And then
you have less damage than him, and you like don't your harass is literally nothing.
yeah. The other thing, I mean, but Lifestealer is also. I'm hesitant to say that Lifestealer is good in the Lone Druid, but the max health, like I mean, later in the game it for sure is. In lane, I think it's a more of a toss up, just because Lifestealer is kind of an awkward hero to lane. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, I don't know.
Which support is with the life stealer?
I think it's Venge.
Into what's the like support on the other side?
Venge or Hoodwink.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. Like, I feel like Lifestealer's not gonna be able to hit the Hoodwink at all if that's the case.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I'm
if
sure this
you
Hoodwink.
are just joining us, welcome to the winner take all, win or go home, deciding game number 3 of the best of 3 between Nebula's in Paris on the Radiant side and Skitzos in Ohio on the Dire side. I'm once again joined by Roho and Rook. You guys excited? I'm excited.
Yeah, I think that I'm really curious to see both how the OD and the Lifestealer do that. To me, they were both kind of like they were not what I was expecting to be happening. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
This is interesting. So they changed the cost of Orb of Venom. So Marshall started it this game, which is kind of interesting because, like, you can buy one more branch with it. You know, I still think it's
Oh.
probably not that good though, to be honest. I mean, because you're like he's missing like 5 branches in his inventory. 6
Yeah,
branches.
I just do not know enough about this hero to know if this is gonna be valuable or not. I'm inclined to agree with you that like it probably would be just better to have more stats on a universal hero. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
but
I mean branches are just the most cost efficient item you can buy in the game on a universal hero.
yeah.
So a hero that can
I mean, but
carry
a lot of
12 of
times,
them
like
is like kind
support
of
players will
empty.
still buy 3, even if they're not a universal hero, just because like, hey,
Yeah.
early stats are like really useful. And then like if you're a universal hero, it's like they're kind of doubly useful. And also, Lone Druid is a hero who can literally have 6 branches on his heroes for like a while, and it's not griefing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he can actually do that, and like it like isn't like ruining his like inventory management.
Now 5 branches, that's not enough. Now 5 bracers, that's some Dota 2 right there.
Sure. They did nerf Wraithbands, actually. Oh, I guess actually, wait, that's a big change too. Actually, they nerfed Wraithbands like kind of a
Wait, how
good
did they
bit.
nerf Wraithbands?
It
Pardon?
gives like less armor by.
Ooh, that's not Lone Druid does not like that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that change is also really bad. It gives uh
Ooh.
0.25 less
Goodbye.
per and 0.5 less at 25.
Dude, is it just
Yeah.
me or is Squid is
Didn't Radiance get buffed or no? Am I crazy?
Radiance didn't get buffed. That's why I was
Oh,
saying that I kind of wish that Squid won it last game.
gotcha, gotcha.
Because the buff was actually kind of relevant, I think. I think it went from 17% to 20%. Or, oh, I mean, it went from 15% evasion on the item to 20% evasion, which is,
Huh.
like, good.
I mean, that's pretty good. Like, assuming like nothing else changed, like no cost added or anything, that's pretty nice.
Nope.
It's a pretty cheap item, right? It's like that's a pretty like
I mean, it's not, like, cheap. It's, like, 49.50 these days.
yeah, but like
Or,
the I mean, it used to be a lot more. I'd say.
4,700, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it's
So
kinda
like
cheap
the
for
more
this.
something stats increased for like the less it costs, the more like efficient it is inherently, right? And I feel like that item was
Yeah.
already like kind of okay, not good for sure, but kind of okay.
This is interesting. He went E first on Lifestealer. They went EW.
you gets the attack speed, I suppose, which again potentially could
I
come
I
in
think this is
handy.
what he's doing. Is he trying to like run down the bear, which is actually pretty good. I mean, it's working well. They're gonna kill it, I think. Oh, they should have denied it. Oh, it was really bad. They didn't deny it. It's really bad. I don't think Keshi should have started W. Yeah, Jim. I feel like isn't this like not good?
Uh, I pretty much always start Q. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
I was under the
yeah.
impression the spell is like insanely broken at level 1.
Yeah, I mean also like just a lot of the time like W is really bad for securing range
Oh.
creeps. So like just on that, I mean just most of the time like Q is just better. Also Q is 20 less mana, which is like a lot.
And he's
You
starting
know.
Blightstone.
Yeah. Oh wait, so I don't really like starting Blightstone ever on this hero to be honest. I think unless outside of certain scenarios it's not that good. But if you're gonna start Blightstone and then take your W, that's come on, bro, come on. You know
And
what I
he
mean?
let.
Like
Ooh, Keshi's kind of dropping the ball here because he
yeah.
also let a double stack happen by minute 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh, bro, this
That's
is
crazy. And he got really good creep RNG for
yeah, he did
uh
for that guy.
wow, for Journey. Oh god. This is a really kind of a disaster in the bot lane. I mean, thankfully mid and top are going pretty good for them so far, but not like so good that you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
they're going on
going
the
at
acid
Acid
rain.
Rain, but Acid Rain, I
He's
think he's
dead.
still fine. Battery Assault hits. It's
Uh,
inside the cogs. Maybe he does end up dying here. Ja needs one more hit, and with the Lucent Beam, he'll secure that first blood. Meanwhile, bot lane Fume brings down Keshi, so just in time. Both carries get a kill, but first blood goes the way of the dire side Luna instead.
I'm inclined to see that seeing Lifestealer kill Hoodwink by minute 3 in the game is not a good sign. I'm inclined to believe that.
And Fume Lifestealer, it's a classic. You haven't seen it much in recent patches, but again, this is one of the heroes that Fume piloted to many lads deep playoff finishes.
Meow.
Yeah.
Good
Got him.
contribution, Jim. Good contribution.
I hope
You know,
that was acceptable.
if Clockwork was a better hero, I'd be like pretty like this hero would annoy me a lot, I think, because it's so like strong in lane. But I mean, he kind of sucks. So it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like laning against Clockwork is usually pretty miserable. But he's like not a very good hero past like literally like 3 minutes in the game. So Squid is kind of getting the business in this mid lane, I will say.
That's kind of been like the name of the game. Like early in the laning phase, all 3 games, Squid's had a relatively rough time, but he's recovered in the first 2 games. So I'll have to see if he can do it again in the 3rd game.
The thing is, recovering into OD isn't like real because he just presses W.
Meanwhile, top lane, it's
Oh my God,
Acid
actually,
Rain's
together.
inside the cogs. Kill goes the way of the Clockwork. Meanwhile, mid lane, Squid is doing a little bit of diving action. He'll not jaunt actually. Okay, he's just tanking some tower shots.
This
He's
is
taking
like
some
that.
creeps. This is a bold play from Carlos. He'll dive the tower. One more
Oh my
hit.
God, that's-
Secures
he
the
got it.
kill.
I don't know,
Colonel
he's crazy.
Squid.
He's really crazy. His damage was way higher than I thought. He knew his damage way better than I did.
It's like he heard me doubting him. He's like, you know what, Badger? This is why I'm Colonel Squid and you're in the caster booth.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, also kind of crazy that neither of these players bought raindrops yet, considering it's 5 minutes. I mean, raindrop actually nullifies both their heroes completely. So they have
That is
acid
pretty.
rain.
That is pretty true, Roho. Who do we flame?
Probably Squid
shopkeeper?
more.
Jaunt
But...
in by Colonel Squid.
Oh,
OD has been coiled. TP in by Mortal, but is it in time? Winning her forward. Orb hits onto imprisonment. Puts Puck
Oh,
down
the
for
cog
a
is gonna
little
push
bit
him away,
longer. The
too.
clock pushed him away. Meanwhile, Marshall
Away
brings down
from the
Fume
rim.
bot lane.
One thing that I have to say, like that might have went well for Dire, but I have to say, like
Ooh.
Hoodwink, like going.
Whoa, yeah, and Asterine will end up getting the Invis rune. OD is so low right now, but they just can't finish the kill.
I really dislike that Hoodwink is maxing W first against Lifestealer. Like he just raged it when he saw you cast it, and like
Yeah.
it literally does nothing, right?
I mean, okay, you know what's even crazier too? He has Lunar Blessing. This shit's kind of OP on
Yeah.
Hoodwink, yeah. Like,
Yeah, no, this is pretty. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I have to say, I think that both last game I said both teams should be stacking. I really hope Dire does it this time because I think that if Luna like gets off to a fast start,
One more play mid lane.
Oh.
Hammer dropped by OD. Set up by the dive from Mortal. And now Mortal almost certainly
Oh my
will
God.
lose his life. He got the raindrops, but there's
Mortal,
only so
what
much
the
moving you can do. You know, he got the kill for his teammate. That's what
What?
matters. He got the kill
no,
for his
it was
teammate.
good. He owned, but then the way that he walked was like so insanely psycho.
I think he accepted his death. Like, you know what? I'm having some fun.
I
I'll
think
go
he
die
might have
now.
lived, or he would have gotten coiled at least. That's okay. It happens. I will say this bottom lane is quite not. I mean, this Lifestealer's in a great position. I mean, he's gotten a lot more denies than Marshall, so I mean,
Well, mid
that's
lane
nice.
from
at least.
Squid. OD has a lot of spells on cooldown. The imprisonment just came up. Mortal once again arrives on the clock for Puck's on the inside. He's got
smart.
Orb and Jaunts. With the phase shift, he'll barely stay alive. There's no Rocket Flare. It's on cooldown for 14 more seconds. Therefore, I'm sure both mid laners appear to be fine. Squid wants to go in here really desperately.
Yeah,
I don't
Squid
know if he can
can't.
pull it off. I
actually.
mean, he's got
No,
enough
he
mana
can't.
for his spells actually, but
I mean,
that's-
I mean, if Odie misplays it, then it's
he
then,
goes
then-
in, but the raindrops
the
keep him
raindrops, the
alive.
raindrops.
Squid,
And Squid doesn't have
Uh,
raindrops.
Squid down. Oink sounds from my co-caster.
Sorry,
That's a
guys.
that's a
I,
That was simply put the raindrop gap.
maybe
Was
maybe
it
that's why
not?
you were
Did I
oinking. He's
not-
XDing.
Did I not say this? Like, I feel like the raindrops. Okay, if you don't buy raindrops against OD, you're just completely miserable. Also, like his CS is really low, because I mean, he's just been trying to interact with his OD, and like
TP in by Bulljax at bottom lane. A lot of TPs coming in. There will be 4 Nebula heroes to fight. They're going for Marshall. Trying to focus
he still
the
has fear
real
on
lone
Marshall if he
druid. They'll
wants it.
turn to the bear. The bear gets hexed. And he gets
Oh,
saved for now, but it's still going to be dead.
That was interesting. They did TP Squid. I mean, Squid didn't really need to be here. This is like a big rotation to kill only the bear, but yeah.
Maybe they just want this
Yeah.
tower. They could probably try to force it down with everybody.
It's
That's a lot of
literally
time
all
wasted.
5 heroes, and they don't have DK for him. This is like bad. There's like no way this is good, in my opinion.
That was interesting play there from Nebula. At this point, Squid has used his orbital shot beyond the
has
T1 tower to
killed
kill
Marshall. Marshall, honey.
Whoa, that is a breaking ankles play right there.
That was sick. That was really sick by Squid, but I also can't fathom that, like, why Marshall would ever just like walk into the orb. That was crazy. Well played by Squid. I mean, honestly,
I
like
will
Squid
say, I
doing
do
that
think-
crazy play.
I think Radiant's
John's
attention
in once
needs-
again. They've stunned the clockwork. Clockwork to fall. They're
I
making the
think that, like,
5-man bottom play work apparently.
I don't like this. I think that they're just like, I do not think you want 5 heroes stacked up here now. I think that they need to like try to push Luna outside of top side. I think that this is like not.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is really bad too, but I think like they're kind of vindicated by the fact that honestly Dyer just walked into them and died.
Yeah, no,
you know?
okay, don't get me wrong. Like Dyer, like it wasn't that bad because Dyer just like walked into it. But I also do think that like at the end of the day, I think this is a really good Luna game if they get ahead, because like they're gonna be godly with BKB plus Shard. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
Like
yeah.
Radiant's
Shard
damage
is really
into
good
Luna
this game.
is terrible. Like unless the Lifestealer is like on track with them, which is like never happens. Like if both sides are just farming equally, like there's gonna be such a big gold gap between them. And like right now they're just walking around as 4. I don't even think that they need 4 heroes to get this mid tower. Like this is more acceptable because at least Fume is farming on his own. But I do not think this is.
I feel
the
like
game the way
both
they
teams
want.
are playing the map bad, but it's kind of benefiting Radiant like slightly for now. Except for the fact that like Jaw's really massive. I mean, yeah.
I'm kind of curious if Squid is gonna go for more of a heavy like game type build, or he's gonna just be, you know what I mean? Like is he gonna go for Maelstrom
Yeah.
next and try to just farm a shit ton, or is he gonna?
I
do
knowing
think that's
Squid,
not
I'm
a
pretty sure
terrible
he's gonna go some like Blank Maelstrom.
Gotcha.
I don't think he's gonna go. And I also think it's good this game. I mean, he has a pretty. I mean, his net worth is good. Like he has pretty high net worth from all the kills that he's collected.
Yeah.
Even though his lane was.
I will say OD is looking kind of not great. Like and he's not going Midas. He's not going like he's
Yeah,
not gonna buy anything else and farm. Like this is not where you want to be as OD.
So,
Like this is
I
not-
have a big gripe with the levels on the supports on Dire. I think like.
Oh, I didn't even
I
realize,
think this
bro.
is a problem. I think
Oh
this
my
is like a big
god.
problem.
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
a problem.
Mortal
Okay.
Mortal gets 6 now.
Okay, they need to
and-
give Hoodwink 6. Hoodwink 6 is like really good this game. Breaks Lifestealer, breaks Dragon Knight, a lot of damage. Yeah, good spell. You know what I mean? Like
he's gonna hook.
Thought about it. Silence
God,
coils
oh,
there
God.
onto Odie snaps it. Venge ends up
Oh,
snapping the
nice off it.
Clockworks one. That's a dead Clockwork. Squid goes in for more. He's not killing OD
He has
surely.
no mana,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. Ugh. I'm a big fan of Keshi's, and I think that I think that his earlier works are really great. As Lion, I don't think he's cooking on the Hoodwink. He is definitely not cooking when he's buying Maelstrom, and he's maxing W. Like he has like 1 point. I don't know, bros. I mean, Jim is the resident Hoodwink player.
no, I think this is
Yeah,
really
but-
bad. Like I always like I don't want, you know, I'm trying to be nice, you know, but I think this is really bad. And then, like in general, I think you should just max the Q. But even past that, like they have Lifestealer, and like it's worthless against him. It's also a really bad stun against Puck if the Puck player has like an IQ above like 30 and a reaction speed above like
It's also not against Ninja. I mean, it's
yeah.
like really easy to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good stun this game. Like it's usually like okay, but like this game it's very bad. You're against Lifestealer, you're against Puck, yeah, you're against Venge too, who can just break the stun on anyone else too, right? Like
Yeah, and you're also against legendary Quelling Blade item, which they can just famously use. Pretty crazy
yeah.
stuff there.
I will say that there are only two heroes
Yeah,
listed on Radiant, so it's not the worst, but yeah.
But like,
What's
one of them is Lifestealer, who's probably the best at like.
yeah, that's true. He's fast and that makes sense. Jaw is still chilling. I don't even think they need to kill Jaw. I think they just need to like pressure
they're
him
going
off of
to-
camps.
I
You know what
don't.
Well, instead of going on Job, they'll go top lane for OD, but OD dodged that line, so hook in by Immortal. Lifestealer's in the cogs. Problem is, so are the Radiant side to bring down the OD with the finger. They'll move to Immortal and kill him as well. That's 2 kills. No, have some pressure top lane.
I mean, it's like really criminal that there's no type of TP response when he's astraled for 4 seconds under his tower. That's pretty crazy. I mean, I honestly maybe it would have been bad and they would have fed more, but I really don't like.
Foil.
Oh,
A
this
Lone
was really
Druid.
nice.
Now this is a
was really
disaster at this point. Pushback does absolutely nothing. Marshall will fall. And Ja, he's fast, but is he fast enough? Puck will jaunt forward. He's got minimal spells though, so it's hard to get a kill there.
I mean, so I don't know. Like that, I really don't like that Marshall went Diffusal this game. I think it's really bad. I think it's really bad.
Well,
like
Exxon Hoodwink. Hoodwink is going to die. OD tried to save, but it's an interesting fight here at the Shrine area. Output, I should say,
nice OD
Keshi
ultimate.
is dead. Journey is low. He's alive for a little longer, but
I'm
now
just
gets
curious.
brought
What
down.
do you think he should go instead?
he should
like
just buy Radiance. He should just buy Radiance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because there's no way he's gonna be useful with Diffusal this game. Yeah, like with the
I mean, I
position
don't
they're
play
in
Lone
the
Druid,
game.
so I'm just asking. It's one of the few.
What?
It's one of the very few
Yeah,
heroes
yeah.
in Dota that I have almost never played.
Do you kind of get my like thought process here though? Like, because
No, I see. I'm see what you're saying. Like he's
it's
just
really
not
hard
gonna...
for him to walk down these heroes, and he doesn't have a lead, so he can't even really walk at them anywhere. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like he could just go Radiance and just be farming to scale, and also like Diffusal also isn't that strong as it goes later into this game, you know, because like he's just not going to be actively draining very much mana, and he's not going to be able to hit very much either. Like he's not good at man fighting the Lifestealer. They have a million stuns. They have the Breathe Fire.
Oh, they found Marshall. They have found Marshall.
Like he dies like this, and he has like no way to farm. Like it's his farming speed is just incredibly slow with this Diffusal, and he can't fight. So why did he buy it? You know, like
No, I see what you're saying. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
it's-
I get what you're putting down.
I honestly like most of the time with item mistakes, you know, it's like kind of whatever. I just think that Lone Druid is like it got nerfed. It's a very technical hero. It
Great
takes a lot of
escape
like
by Immortal in the
execution.
Clockwork, by the way. That was a miraculous escape.
I will say, I think OD has to buy a BKB after the switch plate, or he's just gonna be fucking feeding. What do you think? Like,
Yeah, agreed.
I don't think it matters that he is like really poor. I think he just has to do this, or he's useless the entire game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't-
He also maxed W on OD, which means that he got really late into those 4 points on Orb.
Oh, I see. What you mean.
And now he's really low net worth. Honestly, OD can farm pretty fast if he maxes Q, but he decided to try and lane against the Puck. It kind of worked, and then kind of didn't. And now he's just slow. I mean, like honestly, Dire Heroes just have so much less net worth than they could that it's just kind of like it's gonna be the Jaw show, you know, like yeah.
Yeah.
This game is like 100%.
I will say,
Jaw.
I hope
I'll let
John
you
needs
play
to
that.
buy the shard right after his BKB, because there is enough like physical. Oh, I really don't like that Fume is buying a rate. I think Fume needs to buy items to fuck the Luna. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he could just go. He just goes Halberd here, and it's actually insanely broken. by the
Ooh,
way.
yeah, that would have been really good actually.
He just goes Armlet Halberd, and like it's like insanely strong. I'm pretty sure Halberd also got buffed. Like yeah.
No, I get what you're putting down.
More good
Wait,
news.
what part of Halberd did they buff? Just the evasion, or do you
So,
know?
so Halberd got 5% evasion and 5% health regen and lifesteal amp, and it costs 50 less. So like, that's actually like pretty relevant, I would say.
That's quite a bit, honestly.
Especially for such a cheap item.
I feel like they were just better items to buy before, but with a lot of items getting nerfed, yeah, I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of
Well, they
Pat
found Lone
besides-
Drew with the smoke mid lane. Bit of a tough nut to crack. Both certainly the cracking finger has been
Oh,
used.
okay.
Coil is
I
going
mean,
to end
he's
quite soon,
really
actually.
high.
It's now finally snapped, but Acid Rain's dead. It will be a 1-for-1 if
Oh.
Marshall dies.
Yeah,
Keyword
he's
is if, then stun comes in. That will be the kill. No finger damage, but still a
I mean,
1-for-1.
There's no way he can play that.
This isn't
like,
really
there on the map.
pertinent to this game, but what do you think of the Kaya Sanj buffs? I feel
I
like it's
think
gonna be
they're really
a lot
pretty
better,
good.
but maybe I'm
Yeah, yeah.
coping.
I think Cures the buyer will probably enjoy it a lot. I think it'll be good for
Ooh,
Storm.
big bushwhack bottom
Ooh,
lane. They
yeah,
brought down
activate.
Fume.
That's really big. Well played by Keshi and Jaw to find that. That's like one of the things that they need to do. Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't die if he had a Sanj there. They're saying. No flame, but
Meow.
By the way, big
Yeah.
sub coming in from KU. Thank you, KU.
Oh my god,
Nice,
thank you, KU.
nice. Maybe he'll give us a yeast starter kit that we can
Jeez.
watch.
What is, want to get one of those like Fleischmann's little packets?
Then we can only watch it and smell it, and then you will eat the final product.
Feels bad, man. Oh, good blink away reaction by Squid. Hookshot was on the way, but again, Squidward was just too fast.
Yeah. Squidwardio has been playing quite proficient on the puck this game. He also went a very interesting. He went +1 second of silence, which I don't. I mean he's going right click puck, so I imagine this is probably what they take.
Wait, what even is the other talent?
It's +50 illusory orb damage, which is good, but 1 second of silence is also quite strong. I've never seen anybody take the silence duration, but I'm assuming that it's pretty decent.
Yeah, it sounds just kind of useful.
Yeah, it's good. I've never seen it, but it makes sense when you're doing this like Maelstrom Axe build. Because your farming isn't coming, like your farming is coming from like your shard, you know, so you don't actually need the damage on your Q.
Sure.
It's cool. I've never seen it. But yeah, I mean, Squid has a really good puck game, and he's utilizing it really well. He's 6-1 on 6, so you know he hasn't been a part of like 1 kill, which is pretty impressive.
Some might say he's pucking them up.
They would say that.
Some might say that this is similar to Badger's puck in 1x6.
No comment.
No comment.
We'll say though, it is a Tormentor o'clock. It's minute 21. Wisdom Rune spawns into some kind of free shard. I'm sure Acid Rain's ready for his best Keshi impression if he gets the shard coming up, but that's a 1 and 2. You never know if you're gonna get it or not until it happens.
Yeah. I would say I don't know how I really feel about Bulljax going Mage Slayer into Manta with no blink.
Well, Squid's playing 1v2. He coiled Keshi. Keshi used the ult to try to get a little bit of distance, but the kill still comes through for Puck. Good soul kill there by Colonel Squid.
Yeah. He's doing it all.
Radiant have scanned. They know somebody's in this dire side jungle. Acid Rain had an infested few inside of him. They're splitting their attention. They're not focusing any one target. They'll now turn attention to OD, who died out the Dragon Knight stun. TP away by Clockwork. Surely they'll kill OD. With the finger, that will be a secured kill. Definitely a missed Clockwork kill there, but the more important target did go down. They're perhaps going in for Luna. Do they know Luna's here, actually? I think they do. They see him now. Blink forward. He's got no coil, but Ja has to think he'd be in TP. Pop is not in range, luckily for Ja, or else that would have been an absolute disaster.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, I was so taken aback by this OD build that I really needed Jim to look at it, and then close his eyes forever.
Mao. Dead inside.
Do
Mao.
you see it, Jim?
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
Jaw, are you gonna complete your Wraith? Don't complete your fucking Wraith Band in minute 22.
So he gets the bonus at minute 25,
Hey.
right?
I don't care, man.
He's
Don't
gonna
fucking
saw
do
it.
this. Don't do this. Don't. No. Bad job. Bad. Oh, you know what item I would kind of like on Jaw this game, by the way?
What?
Honda.
Honda.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good for pinging the heroes while they run.
Yeah. Actually, I like it a lot. I mean, it's very good against the puck. You're doing so much like, and it's pretty good against the lion as well.
Smoke up by Skitzos. They found Squid, but they don't want Squid. Squid is actually gonna blink into them. Oh no. Well, smoke has been wasted. See you, Smoke. I don't think they're done yet, though. Again, there's a wraparound gang from Marshall and Mortal. Squid will face shift, buying some time, jaunting away. Again, blinking away from the Hoodwink stun at this point. And now, again, you got team in the Roshan for Nebula, but Roshan's still alive. Hookshot in, stuns on two. Both supports have been caught. Good two-man stun from Acid Rain. Eclipse comes out from Jaw, heading on absolutely nothing. Now moves to Bodax. Bodax, it's up led by Journey. Journey is dropping. Acid Rain is trying to fix men and walk away. Fume tries to find an angle, but he just can't do so. He'll now rage. But again, good save by OD. Keeps Mortal alive for the time being. Fume is now being kited around quite heavily. John out BKB's huge hammer drop by the OD. Down goes Fume. Down goes Acid Rain. Squid gets rooted and brought down. 4 dead. Bulljack CBs. What a disaster for Nebula.
Fear was really good there for Marshall,
That
and
was-
they aren't really like.
Dude, Luna's getting ages too. Like
Yeah.
this is this
Oh,
is
he's
kind
going
of the,
Kondo as well on Jaw.
what's up?
He's going Kondo.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about with like, oh hey, I think Luna's gonna get to a point where they're kind of like a god this game, unless Lifestealer's like keeping up, and on top of that, Lifestealer's not buying. I think Lifestealer's build is like really troll. What the fuck is this, bro? No.
Okay, honestly, like somebody should take Aghanims away from Fume. Somebody like needs to like.
Dude, what is no? This is not okay. This is not okay.
Somebody really needs to like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
am
they
not
just need
okay
to-
with this. No, just no. I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
Someone stop this. Stop this madness.
Ooh, Acid Rain tried for a solo kill on Mortal during all that. Just could not find the finger. Finger, I guess technically would not have been quite enough damage though, so I guess that's why Acid Rain held it.
No. I also, oh my god, did he actually finish? I honestly like I can't that OD's finishing this Hurricane Pike against Puck. I fucking can't.
What do you mean,
I can't.
Roho? Come on, man.
I
I'm
like
curious,
honestly.
Could you, if you're playing, could you put yourself under while force staffing and break coil that way, or no? Does it? How does that work? Is that
Yeah,
possible?
I mean, yeah, you probably could. Yeah, but it's like hard.
It,
I
no,
mean,
no,
you
I
also
imagine.
have-
Wait a
I
minute,
imagine
they've caught
it's not
Squid. They have
easy.
caught
Oh,
Squid.
they
He has
have.
everything on cooldown.
Nice.
He's stunned and brought
Oh.
down. Big kill on
Oh,
Colonel
that was
Squid, but onto
brutal.
Acid Rain. Acid Rain. There's no way
Oh.
out but death.
Honestly, like insanely clean by Mortal. Like yeah, he played that very well.
That ward displaced earlier during the escape from the 1v1. That guy got a huge kill on Squid.
I mean, Mortal's just a monster.
Meanwhile, mid lane,
Mortal
they've
is
caught
known
the
as rank
Venge.
1 mortal.
There will be a dead Venge, most certainly. He'll buy a little bit of time by dodging like 3 spells, but it's still a dead Venge. One more kill for the side of Skitzos on
I can't honestly. I have to say, like, I feel like
Mid lane, Fume is walking up slowly, raging. Okay, walking away slowly. I don't know what just happened, but that was Dota 2.
like not only do I feel like Fume's build is really troll, I think that Bulljax's is also really troll. I don't know why he isn't buying a blink, and it's kind of like tilting me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
like-
his team needs him to go in first, so Puck can try to get a better coil and get him back.
I mean,
line.
and he's just playing DK offlane, right? I mean,
No.
like, isn't the idea that you buy blink and stun people? I feel like it's
well, it's
not.
just like it's
Like,
also
there's
like
no way
who-
Mortal lives here. There's no way Mortal. There's no way he lives here, right? There's absolutely no way this is legal.
Oh no, he's walking. He walked through. The
Oh, if he wait, okay, he's
He
got the
walked
glimmer.
over.
There's no detection online. He's stunned. Okay, the
Yeah,
dust
he is.
just arrived. Don't.
the
Okay, look.
the big gripe I have with like the no blink on DK is that like all of your other heroes need vision on the other heroes, right? Like Puck doesn't want to blink in to give vision. Puck wants to blink in on the back line and destroy them, right? Like
Yeah.
I
mean-
Lion doesn't want to blink in first. It's a fucking lion, you know. Like those heroes might have blink, but they're not like blink initiators. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. I mean, it's
they're-
also
yeah.
like, it's also just a really good blink game because you're playing against OD, Lone Druid, Luna, Hoodwink. You know, like all these
Yeah,
heroes are
yeah.
good to blink stun. Like, You can straight up just burst a Lone Druid a lot of times, and
It's also your best way of killing Luna is just simply not letting her cast like her numerous like
Yeah,
not
like,
die abilities.
and if he doesn't buy a blink next, I honestly don't know what to say. Like, yeah, it's also yet again. I mean, it's only like an okay Mage Slayer game because it's like he's not gonna really easily apply it to OD, which is the only hero that.
I mean,
Mage Slayer is good against.
it's useful against Luna to be fair, but it's not like it's not that useful against Luna, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have. I don't
it
know.
messes up the ult, but like aside from that, it's pretty useless.
I mean, but also Luna buys BKB, like you know what I mean, like pretty early, to where eventually like it doesn't matter that much.
Well, it's a fight bottom lane once again. They've pincered Marshall. Catch Eagle down back lines as well. Marshall in what appears to be a 1v5 will be fresh meats. Bear's dead. Main hero is dead. Double kill for Colonel Squid, but at this point, you need a lot to begin to wrest control of this game back from Skitzos in Ohio.
I'm gonna be honest, like Colonel Squid, he prayed to like somebody up above for this E-Quiver. These people are like crazy with their E-Quivers, by the way, because this shit's really broken, really broken. He's almost got Parasma on Squid, so Squid is pretty much their saving grace in this game. I would say that Journey, like this Journey Squid Acid Rain.
Oh, they've caught
they're
OD,
gonna do a
it
lot.
appears, or maybe not.
There's no shot.
So
There's no
you guys
shot,
were
there's no
saying
shot,
force
there's no
staff,
shot,
force
there's no
staff, it's
shot,
bad,
there's
it's
no
bad,
shot,
but
there's
he's
no
fine
shot,
thanks to the
there's
force staff.
no shot. There's no shot.
Not only is there a shot, it's already
Actually,
happened.
Fake news. Actually, fake news.
And Josh looking to walk on up with 2 lines, but the Aegis will expire in 5 seconds. Squid is a lifestealer inside of him. Aegis will now expire.
Okay. Actually, that was actually a pretty. That was a pretty good
And
save.
at this point,
Yeah,
in comes Hook
funny.
Shot from Clockwork. Down
Yeah.
goes Journey. It's
This is
time to
cool.
run the hell away. Squid still has left stealer inside of him, mind you. Dire
Yeah.
smoke
I
up.
mean,
They
good thing
want
Fiend
to
never hopped
hunt.
out because he would have died.
They see Squid. He'll jaunt forward. I don't think they can catch him any longer with Hook Shot on cooldown
Yeah.
now.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, they only get Journey, so it's not that big of a deal. But they kind of take up a lot of map for that. Also, on another note, to like bully Bulljacks even more is that they have Lifestealer, so it's like you're really not gonna buy Blink with like a Lifestealer, man.
Well,
You know
they
what I
found
mean?
Marshall again, by the way. He finally popped out of
Wow.
puck.
Oh my god. And he's buying an Axe. I'm not even like convinced that this is particularly good, but actually Marshall might be cooking. This Axe might be Chad. I'm unsure. I'm curious to see whether he's gonna keep it on his main hero and be committed to just being like a Luna bot. I think that's pretty based, or if he's gonna try to like rat with his bear. I think both are actually they're kind of good ways to play this game alternatively, considering how like absolutely like railed his game is. And there is now a BKB on OD.
So guys, Kog'Maw. I have to say, I think Luna with the B-Fly is gonna be pretty fucking powerful.
Yes.
They're just not gonna be hitting her at all. I'm curious what their last item will be past that. I kind of am interested to see if they might go like Swift Blink, and just forego boots that way. But so far, I mean, they're not there yet. But
I think Disperser, Scotty, are all pretty solid.
They appear to be headed towards some smoke on smoke action. Never mind. I thought Dire were going to smoke, but they were positioned like they were going to smoke, and then they just didn't have smoke.
Yeah, it's a really insane halberd game, so I'm honestly really surprised to see that even after buffs that like Fume and Bulljack aren't buying.
Wait a minute. Squid's in some moderate danger. If there's a perfect hook for Mortal, he's in range. Never mind, he's not getting it. Though instead of head for easier target hook shot misses on Acid Rain, though Bushwhack was already on a cooldown, I suppose. Sharpshooter will attempt to hit and will hit.
Oh, he's kind of a
But they need more
monster.
damage. Parasma will be
Oh,
there
it
for the
doesn't matter.
Luna,
Oh,
but it's a blink away by
doesn't
Acid
matter.
Rain. They'll banish, I believe it's Dragonite in the banishments.
Yeah.
That's one hard man to go on. He's got the Manta, but there's no too much damage. Hammer is dropped by the OD. Venge is dropping. Venge will be dead. There's 2 dead in the Radiant side. Acid Rain, who somehow still alive, stuns and runs, but it's an absolute disaster once again for Nebula.
Yeah. I mean, they're just kind of getting caught, like without their puck. I mean,
I
Like,
mean, I also
honestly,
do
I
think
think-
it's so hard for them to fight into Dire at this point.
it's very hard to fight into this Luna, which is why I think that they shouldn't be. Like, period.
Yeah, honestly, they actually, yeah, I mean, Puck is a really good hero for riding out waves.
Yeah, I mean, Puck is just really good. Like, Squid is honestly doing kind of everything for Radiant this game. Like not any flame at all. But I just think that like
he's having
Squid
a
is their,
pop off.
he's their best pick. He was also their protected pick. Like I think that is the biggest reason they picked DK, ultimately. There is an Ags now on DK, and he is level 18, so I do think his usefulness is gonna spike a lot, which is good. And yeah, TP on Squid.
Well, Squid's back. I mean, he's got Coil. He knows there's a retreating Dire team, but unlike Game 2, the retreat from that melee Rax mid was not a disaster for the Dire side.
Yeah, this OD hero is now like kind of, now that he's had time to like kind of simmer, he's been put on a nice like medium heat, you know. Those are different, but you know what I mean. Like he's been marinating, he's been cooking, he's doing everything he needs, and he bought 2 defensive items, and now he just imprisons the people who get coiled. Which I hadn't thought about this initially, but I guess I wasn't like, I'm not as big of a fan, I guess, of the right click Puck this game in that sense. It's kind of hard to say, but
I do
he
think with
needs
Ags,
to land a big. Yeah, he needs
I
to
think
land a
with
big.
Ags they could pop off. I kind of like it because it also gives them someone to buy Rapier.
This
if the
could
game
be
gets,
it.
like,
This could be the
really,
game-deciding smoke. Bulljax is about to break. He broke it on Mortal. Mortal is now being gone on by 3. All 3 cores have revealed themselves. Coils there onto. Out comes the Eclipse. Fumes raging forward. Hook shots there. Journey tops him away. Astrain so low right now. Bushwhack hits. Journey goes down at this point. But with the Bulljax, Bulljax incredibly low. He's brought down as well. 2 Radiant heroes in the ground. Acid Rain is in a lot of danger. And his life is lost. Double kill for the OD. 3 for 0 and Squid.
One thing I want to say, guys, is I was not a fan of this Clockwork pick, but I feel Mortal's played it really well and been really impactful.
I agree. I actually think he's piloted this Clockwork really well. Like he bought items he needed to. I think he's had really good chain stuns and cogs.
Yeah, and he's kind of been doing the thing where like he interacts with the opponent as Clockwork and then like runs away and they kind of chase. He's been doing the little the, like Clockwork rat dance. I don't know what else to call it, but he's been doing
a rat jam, if you will.
Yeah, true. All right, guys, Puck is 450 off Scepter.
Yeah, the Scepter changes the game a lot, but
they can't go
honestly,
for Megas here. They can't go for Megas.
Like the thing is, like Jaw has a butterfly with 42 armor.
Oh yeah,
and
I think he actually needs to coil
beast.
everyone else and try to kill the rest of the team and make it a 5v1 or something. Like, I think that's the only hope.
And another nice thing is that Keshi has the Mage Slayer. Obviously Marshall has like he's just Lone Druid with a bunch of Wraith bands, so it's actually really hard for him to get a coil.
BKB too, actually.
Yeah, it's really hard for him to get an impactful coil here. To be honest, I don't envy Squid having to play for this because
honestly, Squid needs to buy a Rapier next. I think if he I don't think anyone I think his Lifestealer's items are just completely worthless. No offense, I'm sorry. I like Fume, okay, but I honestly think his items are just literally worthless. I think Dragonite is so far away from doing damage to Luna that oh, okay, they got the Tormentor, nice.
Yeah, only problem is they seeded Roshan. That's Edis and Cheese. Edis to Luna, Cheese to OD. That's never ideal.
Oh, OD just finished a Hex too, bro. Oh my god.
I even forgot too that this Luna still has Mask of Madness. So that's literally just a Satanic, and then they still have another slot,
Keshi flew a little bit too close to the sun on that one. Dodged the Lion Stump. There's no dodging that death.
You should Acid Rain just queue up an Ags?
Coil on OD. He'll find Mortal as well. OD forces away, drawn in
he
by
still has a Cheese.
Puck.
He has a Scythe, by the way, on OD.
OD looks to turn till Cheese up. Oh, the 2-man hook shot, the Cogs! Fantastic from Mortal. Squid will bring him down finally, but in comes the Eclipse. Big Bad Jaw has arrived. Squid's incredibly low. He's still dodging out for now, though, but he's finally brought down by the OD. They feared away the Lifestealer, swapped away by Journey. It's time to run. It's time to hide. Good 2-man stun from Acid Rain. That might be enough to retreat. But it's still Puck dead with no buyback.
Honestly, I think he played, I don't know. I think, honestly, Bulljax even played this fight pretty well, in terms of what he could do. I really just don't know why he doesn't have a blink. I just think, I think it's...
Roho, I'm very confident it's one of those things where it's oh, 2 of my heroes have blinks, so, why would I get a blink? But it's the thing is, he needs to be the one who's doing what Puck did last fight. You know what I mean? Where he blinked into them.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, they could have killed OD actually. I'm pretty sure they could have with a blink.
No, I mean, he was
the other thing is,
Fume is going incredibly boldly. He'll invest inside the OD, but OD
investing the OD is sus.
He's got no rage. He's got no way to run here. He's just dead. He's got a buyback.
He does have buyback. He does have buyback.
This is an absolute disaster. No puck for 20.
Draining mana.
Lifestealer's dead and has to buy it back. You're going to lose Megas.
is a
Volvax
lot
walks in, walks up, stuns the lone druid bear, but he can't fight. He's
Oh,
hookshotted.
Mortal.
Oh, now he has the tip.
He'll swap
Oh, he-
in the OD further, but OD's fine. His team is taking the racks. Fingers there on OD. OD might finally die, but again,
Okay.
you've lost the Megas and you've lost the Venge.
I mean,
Squid has returned to the
nice
game. Coil
foil,
there on
but
to
they
in
still
comes the
have
final
the
expansion. Lifestealer returns to the game. Marshall flipping trying to fight Luna so low. Fumes trying to rage and kill on Jaw. Jaw has 2 lives though. 1 life is lost. How can he kill him one more time? They'll turn to Mortal. Mortal's going to be low. College once again fused on the inside. Fear hits out
Oh,
2, and now it's time
Pesky.
for the Radiant to die. Mortal's dead, but so is Journey. Bloodaxe is trying to fight. Squid's incredibly low. If he dies and he's dead, he's got no buyback.
really
They're
bad
still
for
fighting Jaw. Jaw's got
Jaw.
half HP. Lifestealer's fighting.
Oh,
2-man pushback from
oh,
Keshi.
oh.
Down goes Acid Rain. Fumes trying to fight for his life. Fighting for his tournament life. But what could he possibly do? His
Squid
base is
Squid is
crumbling.
dead.
1 tier 4 is dead. The other tier 4 is under attack. Boris is trying to fight once again. Acid Rain's draining the mana from the Lone Druid. Lone Druid is running out of bears, but he's running out of base to
Dude,
defend. All both tier
Archie.
4s are dead. And again, another 2-man stun. Fume goes down.
Wow.
He's got no buyback. Throne's under attack. Boris is the last man, so let the full 5-man wipe.
Yeah.
And Skitzos
I
and
will
Ohio
say-
head to the top 8. Shut the fuck up.
When Keshi needs to, like he pulls it out. I don't know. This guy is like. This guy, I don't know how his team fighting is like the most insane I've ever seen. For yeah, his team fighting is very good. I mean, in that last fight, I honestly think he like really easily won it for them. Yeah, that was really well played by him and by Skitzos.
That
and
was a
Hunter in
good
general.
series. That was a good.
Yeah,
back and
I
forth
really like that
series.
series. There's a little bit of drama too, a little bit of spice,
Yeah.
a little salt in the mix, and they cooked up something good.
And the 2-time champions, they've fallen. They will not even make the top 8 this time around.
Oh jeez.
And there's still more chat going on.
Definitely unfortunate for Nebula's, but I mean honestly, I think Mortal was really deserving of this Clockwork win. He really put it in this game. Honestly, he like that was crazy.
You win game 1 like that as well. It's like, all right, you're feeling pretty good, but then Marshall comes back. It's like, oh, full 5-on-5 action. It's 2 pretty dominant wins there for Skitzos and Ohio.
Yeah, I mean Marshall, of course, too. Like I don't think you can forget his like the second game. I definitely very tragic way to lose for Nebula's. I'm sure they were kicking themselves, but yeah, it looked like that. You know, everyone was having fun in the game. So
Yeah, I believe that'll be the end for us tonight. Yeah, at this point, dominant win. In the 2 games, they actually had their 5-man roster. This might be the end for this 5-man lineup. Like, I know Fume has been playing all that much Dota anyways. I think he's in like medical residency or something. So this is again, this is the end of the road for this 5-man lineup potentially. What can you do?
sad.
Woo.
By the way, thanks
Well,
to
not
both
woo that they
you
lost,
guys
but, like,
for
woo as in
coming
a good
on tonight.
series.
Do you have any final words? Call, shout, say to the people of League of Legends.
No, GG's. I like both teams. Sorry that I had to go that way. Sorry if we flamed anyone too hard. Yeah. Overall, GG's. I thought it was a good series. People should be happy with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. We may be late into some people, but
A little too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
but you know, they also maybe could have made different decisions. So
it
was
was
pretty
actually a
late
very
fault.
good series. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, and I hope that everyone playing had fun as well, because you know they all had their moments. I think throughout those games.
Either way, thank you for tuning on in. Especially thank you to Simon for the 5 gift subs and KU for the sub. Appreciate all of that, of course. Thanks to Roho and Jim for coming on for the cast tonight. Congratulations to Skitzos in Ohio for their 2-1 victory over Nebula. Commiseration, of course, to Nebula on their 1-2 loss in their their elimination from the tournament. My name is Badger. It's good to be back. It's been a little bit too long. Reports of my demise were greatly exaggerated, and
Can we get some subscribers so that me and Roho can eat? Thanks, guys.
it was good to be back though. Again, I'll be back for Lads Plus Saturday and Sunday, so I'll see you then. And as always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.